come into play at some point during the adventure. And I'll try and drop more little hints just to kind of help the story along. That way you guys have some background information. Does anyone have any questions about anything?
I think I'm okay.
I'm good.
All right, you're too easy.
It's just not. It hasn't come back to us yet, like what we wanted to do.
Right.
I'm distracted by my dog trying to be a crazy person.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've got my dogs in the house
she'll
today.
calm down.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
She's like acting up. She's mad that I'm not playing with her, even though I just play with her for like an hour straight so that she wouldn't feel neglected.
doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Nope, she knocked over all these things.
Nice.
She like scared herself by knocking things over.
Attention seeking.
I know. Careful, baby.
So to start off, we'll start off where you guys left off, which is in an abandoned house. So after doing some missions that you're not exactly sure why you did them,
You did, and I went back and listened to the video, and at the beginning, the Lord's Alliance guy did say compensation. He did say we were getting paid.
We need some.
did he say he said gold?
I think yes. I think he said looking to earn some money.
Oh, that yeah.
He lied to us.
Where's
He did
the
lie to
building?
you.
Alistair lied to us.
He did lie. You're right. But you guys did it anyway, so
We did do it anyway.
Anyway.
We're suckers.
Hey, listen. We got paid in friends.
We got paid in friends. We got paid in favors. He's gonna owe us one.
That and blood. We needed blood.
so you got
And experience.
And experience. All right, you guys all leveled up. Did anyone have any problems leveling?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope. All right. Nope.
Got my bonus
Super.
actions now. So stoked.
Nice. Cool. Oh yeah, you get disengage, dash, and
Nice.
Hide.
hide. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's gonna be the big one. Because if I can find a good place to hide, I will just hide and shoot all day.
You're gonna be unstoppable.
Well, to a certain extent.
That's cool though. All right. So I'm gonna assume, just to fast track things, that you guys are gonna spend the evenings in the yawning portal, hoping to find more work, perhaps maybe better work, perhaps maybe paying work.
Yes.
It'll be it'll have been about a week since you guys have been in Waterdeep. You guys could continue to live in that little abandoned house. You'll notice.
Might as well.
You'll notice the more time you guys spend there, though, that there's kind of this distinct smell of mold. It's winter and it's like constantly freezing. The flue or the fireplace will have like collapsed in on itself, so you guys will try to light a fire in there and it'll just fill up with smoke. It's probably not a long-term residency solution for your party. It'll like you'll get like a brief blizzard that'll last like 24 hours during the week, and it'll just wind and snow will cover you guys. So the goal.
Good thing we got blankets.
Good thing you have those blankets. Right?
You got blankets and we're dressed for it.
Should we all spoon together just to keep warm?
I don't think anyone's taking you up on the offer.
Nope, we're all gonna freeze.
But you guys will go to the yawning portal, which you guys now know what that looks like. Again, it's got that giant well sort of in the center of it that leads to the Undermountain. And as you guys are sitting there, I actually have some dialogue to read, so we're going to read it directly out of the book.
Go.
You sit around a sturdy wooden table lit by a brightly burning candle and littered with plates cleared of food in half-drained tankards. The sounds of gamblers yelling and drunken adventurers singing bawdy songs nearly drown out the off-key strumming of a young bard 3 tables over. Then all of the noise is eclipsed by a shout. "You pig! Like killing me mates, does ya?" Then a 7-foot-tall half-orc is hit by a wild swinging punch from a human whose head is shaved and is covered with eye-shaped tattoos. 4 other humans stand behind him, ready to jump into the fray. The half-orc cracks her knuckles, roars, and leaps at the tattooed figure. But before you can see if blood is drawn, a crowd of spectators clusters around the brawl. What do you do?
Is it Yagra?
It is Yagra.
I jump into the fray.
All right. So this place is really busy. Again, everyone's like shoulder to shoulder. But you're gonna jump into the fray. You've got Yagra, who's like this tough half orc. She's being beat on by this bald human with tattoos all over his head, and they're just going at it. And before you guys know it, Hakoon, without thinking, just kind of rushes in. What do the rest of you guys want to do?
I want to sort of sneak my way through the crowd back behind the humans.
Okay, so you're just kind of watching?
For now. I want
to
to scoot around behind them. I know it might take me a little bit to move through all the spectators.
Okay.
And I just see June going through the spectators. I'm like, oh god, here we go. And I just jump into the fray as well.
All right.
Like that. Orc.
Wait, is it? Are people drawing weapons, or is this like just?
Right now, it's just a fist fight. It looks like it's a bar fight, but there's definitely some hatred from everybody. It's not like a friendly fight. These people seem generally upset with one another, but no weapons have been drawn.
Okay, so I just want to go in there because I still have my tankard of ale, and I just want to like just like brawl and drink.
All right, sounds good. Let's go ahead. Let's roll initiative for everyone.
Ready?
Haha! 19 plus
Whoa.
0. 19.
5.
19. 16 plus 3.
So, Hakoon, you were 19 too?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Someone has TV on in the background, and it's picking up the sound. Do you know who that is?
That might be my wife. Hold on 1 second.
Oh no, he's gone.
Oh well. Anyway, he'll come back. His initiative score was low.
Yeah.
All right.
Low decks.
So before you guys know it, these guys are just wailing on each other. Again, there's like 4 people. They've kind of created like a fighting ring in the crowd. They do all have sort of scimitars at their side, but they haven't drawn them. And Yagra and this one bandit that you'll learn, his name is Krentz. His buddies will be cheering him on like, "Get her, Krentz! Yeah, kill that half-orc! Kill that Xanathar!" So they're kind of going at it. And then Hakoon,
she's Xanathar. Ooh.
you kind of push through.
Is she Xanathar?
She is Xanathar.
Oh,
Is
man.
is there a Zentorum thing?
And then there's the Zentrum.
The Zentarum or whatever.
Zentarum, yes.
Yeah. Cool. Whose turn is it?
So Hakoon and Jin, you guys rolled the exact same initiative score, so it's up to you guys.
Hakoon, you go first.
Hold on 1 second. It was this one. Yep. And I apologize, guys. 1 second. Huh? It wasn't locked. Hold on 1 second, guys.
You're good. So Jin, you're just moving through the crowd.
Yeah, I was gonna move. I wanted to like move in like behind, sort of like to the back right or back left of where the humans like groupies are.
Sure, sure.
And I want to be like ready to like rush in if it looks like if it's gonna turn worse.
Okay.
But otherwise, I'm gonna stay out. I'm gonna hold my action to attack until blades are drawn.
Fair.
How many people are actually fighting Yagra?
It's just Yagra and Grentz.
Just Yagra and Grentz.
Everyone
does
else
she look
is
like she's holding his own?
It's a pretty fair fight right now. It just started. Like they just like went to hit her with the
Threw some
chair.
things, started hitting each
Yeah.
other.
Okay, and you said that there's how many people are they in the fighting circle?
So there's 4 bandits that seem to be with Grentz, and they're just kind of keeping everybody back. So they're kind of making sure that there's a wide berth. So if you want to actually rush in, you pretty much just have to like rush past them into the circle of fighting that is occurring.
So counter offer. I'd like to pick them up and drag one of them into the circle and just like pile driver him
Sure.
into the circle.
You could just do a grapple.
I think I only get. Is it one attack a turn? What level am I?
Yeah, level 2, you still only have 1 attack per turn.
Okay.
You get that at 5th level is extra attack.
12 plus a thing.
You hit. You're fine.
Okay. 12 plus strength, so 15.
Cool. So yeah, so 15. You just pick this one of the bandits up from behind, totally unexpected. He's like, "Whoa, what the heck?" And then you're gonna body slam him. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh!
So what's your strength modifier?
Plus 3.
All right, so you're gonna do 4 damage to one of these bandits. It's just like pile drive them into the floor.
Dope.
So you are prone now. Not that it matters.
I'm down. That's fine with me. But
right.
somehow, but like I like pile drive him with the one arm, with my other arm like keeping the mug balanced.
Okay.
You just got a gyroscopically aligned mug.
So like exactly. So I'm up and I'm down and it's going around with that. But then as soon as I pile driver him, I just want to like kind of lean up. So I'm still prone. That's fine. But I'm like I just like roll to the side and take a swig.
Perfect. Yeah, not a drop spilt. Awesome. All right, and Jin, are you readying an action or just kind of hanging out?
I'm going to discreetly pull out my dagger and flip it around so I have the pommel.
Okay.
So I can smack someone with that and not like stab them.
Okay. All right. That's
yeah.
fair.
I'll have the dagger out and I'm waiting in case anything gets more violent than a fist fight.
Okay, so the other 3 remaining bandits that are kind of maintaining the border will sort of spread out a little bit, just trying to keep anyone else from kind of breaking in to disrupt the fight.
Could I also could I do the hide bonus action? And so I just want to conceal myself in the crowd so I don't look conspicuous or anything.
Definitely, yeah. You're just kind of blending in.
Dope. That's a 20 total.
Yeah, you're fine. No one's paying attention to you anyway, really.
Got it. Yeah, no, they're looking at the fight. Why would they be looking at me?
Justin, have Yagra and I actually interacted, or is it just like I'm aware of her and I'm?
You're probably just aware of her.
Yeah.
You kind of know that she's tough and she probably doesn't take any shit.
I want to mate.
If you want.
No.
All right, so Gretz and Yagra, it's their turn, and they seem like evenly matched. They're just going like one slugs, the other one slugs. It's like Apollo Creed versus Rocky. They're both in it, but again, they're spitting insults at one another. This is not a friendly bout. They seem genuinely upset with one another, and you get the sense that if allowed to continue to fight, one of them will probably kill the other. And then the one that's being grappled, I'm going to have them... What do they do? They're going to... Alright, I'm going to try to do a dex check.
No.
Contested by your strength athletics check.
Okay.
So you just got to beat an 8.
Oh, suck on my beautiful 22.
Yeah, so he like tries to get up and like one hand, you're just like keeping him down.
I'd like to flex to a one-armed push-up on him to keep him down.
Most definitely. All right. So Zoltan, what would you like to do?
I'm going to run at one of them. They're back facing me, right?
Their backs are to you because they're kind of
I'm short. I'm just gonna like hit him at the knees, grab his ankles, and just throw him over my back.
Okay, so go ahead and make D20 plus your strength, and you're proficient. You're proficient in all unarmed attacks.
So 16.
What?
Yeah. So 16 hits. So you go ahead and flip this guy over. What's your strength modifier?
3.
3.
Plus 3.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Same thing. Great. So one of these guys just gets like flipped up. No one really sees, right? Because the crowd is like, there's like Goliaths in here and humans, so no one really knows why. But for some reason, one of these bands just like does a backflip in the air and falls backward, and then Zoltan's just kind of like standing there at the edge of the pit.
Can I just say, you were telling me that's like the yawning portal is kind of like the adventurer hubs.
Right.
They're like level 15 sorcerers, and there's like a couple level zeros and some level ones are in a tussle. And everyone's like, you call that a fight?
Yeah. Some people seem like generally disinterested.
Yeah.
Um,
I just got back from the abyss, bro.
but Hakun and Jin, it's your guys' turn.
So does my guy look like he's like the one I'm like pinning? Is he like a fighter, or is he just like?
He's just like your average everyday bandit. He doesn't look particularly tough. Because you're so close to him, though, you will notice on the back of his neck he has this symbol of a black flying snake. I'm actually gonna throw that on Discord real quick. That way.
Do I have any idea what that means?
At this point, you don't, and I can't find the picture, but you do see a black flying snake sort of tattooed on the back of his neck, just because you're so close to him. It's like, look, he's trying to hide it, but you guys are up close and personal now.
So I'm gonna say this has been a good tussle, but you must go to sleep, and then just eat, like now I like finish my ale and then just bam,
so
get him in the face with
so
it.
you have advantage because you've got him like pinned down on the ground.
All right, well that's a natural 1,
Ooh,
so
good thing.
and a 14.
All right, 14 hits.
Okay,
So that's just
So is
another
it-
4 damage. It's
sweet.
yeah, awesome.
Does he go to sleep?
No. But he's not happy with you. You just punched him in the back of the head.
I said, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Perfect.
Good.
And Jin, what would you like to do?
Oh man, seeing things escalate, I'm a little worried. So I wanna like sneak forward and like strike one of the guys, like in the face with the pommel of my dagger, and then pull back into the crowd.
Sure, so for your action, you could hit him, and then your bonus disengage. If you wanted.
That's what I'll do.
Okay, and then just kind of move like 15 feet back into the crowd.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and make your attack roll. Is this an unarmed strike, an improvised weapon strike?
Well, I feel like it's dagger, but it's pommel, so instead of slashing it, it'd just be like bludgeoning damage
Okay,
or something.
that's fair. Let's do that.
Cool. And I'm still hidden from them, right? So he's not expecting me to.
That's
come up
true.
and
So you
smack
have
him in the face.
advantage because it's like a sneak attack.
Yeah. All right. So 13 and 14. So that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, 19 definitely hits.
Cool. And dagger plus sneak attack. 6, 9 bludgeoning damage.
Jeez Louise.
And then I will bonus action disengage and back up into the crowd.
Yeah, you just bust this guy's nose, and he just kind of collapses onto his knees. He's not knocked out, but he's
He's "Oh!"
crying. Yeah, he's like looking around trying to see who hit him in the face, and there's like nobody. And then we're gonna do grunts real quick. Doesn't hit. Ooh, Yagra gets a nice hit on grunts. All right. Zoltan, what would you like to do? You're kind of on the edge of the board. You're like within 5 feet of anyone you wanted to hit or interact with.
Okay, the guy that I threw over the shoulder, I'm just gonna like do an elbow smash, just fall back and.
Okay. Sure. So it's just gonna be a D20 plus your strength.
And we had a natural 20.
Oh. So we're just
Crit
gonna.
damage.
Yeah, we're just gonna. I don't know how you do it on unarmed strike. So we're just gonna double your damage here. So that's 6, 7. So you'll do 7 damage, which equals. So yeah, he's actually gonna go out. He is knocked out. You're just gonna like collapse on his sternum and crack something. This guy's now incapacitated. Jin and Hakun, what would you like to do?
Oh man, it's already us.
I'm gonna just knock him the fuck out.
Oh yeah, just hit him again. All right, so go ahead and make your attack roll. With advantage still. Just
10
D20.
and a 16.
All
so
right, 16 hits. And so again, that's another. So this guy's out now. You've just like broken his face.
And then can I? So the back of his neck is exposed to me.
Yes.
So can I like bonus action just like rip the shirt? I want to see if there's like a deeper tattoo.
Yeah. So as you like pull away from punching, you could grab the shirt and sort of tear away a little bit, but it doesn't look like the tattoo extends at all.
All right, continue.
Tore the guy's shirt for no reason now.
Is there hay? Is it a straw?
No, he
The
looks.
scarecrow is really convincing.
No, he looks human.
Oh.
Jin, what would you like to do?
Well, since I broke that one dude's nose, I don't really want to like go in with it now that he's expecting it. So I'm going to move through the crowd to the other one who has not taken any damage yet, and I will bonus action hide for my next turn.
Okay. All right, great. So these guys, seeing that they're not doing great, they're getting their butts kicked. Grant's is gonna just kind of quickly like get another punch in at Yagra, and then back away. Yagra's gonna kind of swing wildly. She's gonna miss at him, and then Grant's is gonna be like, "That'll show you, Xenomarine forever!" And then he's gonna just run towards the exit.
Can I trip him on the way out?
Sure. I guess you get an attack of opportunity against him if you wanted to.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, that was almost good. It's gonna miss. I rolled a 2.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's like dodging through the crowd. You go to sweep him, and there's just too many feet.
Yeah,
Can I pick up his friend? You're forgetting something.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's out. And the other guy will go to move too. So Jin, if you want to make another attack of opportunity against this guy.
Yeah, sure. I'll do another one. That's gonna be a 12.
12 hits.
Nice.
So what's your strength mod?
It's a 0, I think.
Beautiful.
So you're just gonna do like 1 damage.
Pop!
I don't know, like tug at his ear or something as he's
Get
like
out
running
of
through the
here!
crowd.
Like flick him off his way.
And then there's the other guy that you like bash in the nose, and he's gonna stand up and he's gonna use his turn to just kind of like run through the crowd. But yeah, you do have 2 unconscious of these dudes just like laid out on the floor. And Yagra will kind of stand up and she'll be like, "Yeah, that's right, Xanathar forever." And then she'll just kind of sit down and she'll just rub her shoulders because she's in a lot of pain. And someone will bring her a beer, and then the crowd just kind of disperse. So you guys can kind of do whatever you want during that moment.
Is there an open chair next to Yagra?
She's kind of being mobbed right now by a bunch of different people. If you kind of want to squeeze in between someone to say anything, you can.
Is there an open table for us to discuss?
There is. And actually, as you guys are looking around, you'll hear someone in the crowd say... They're going to say... "You be adventurers, am I right? I could use your help." And if you turn around, you'll see Volo of Volo's Guide to Monsters.
No, really?
Yeah, really. I don't know if you can see it. There's Volo.
The Volo.
Okay, so I pull up a chair for me, and then I prop up my Weekend at Bernie's guy in another chair.
Okay. You just like drag him across the floor and like prop him up. Great. So Volo will escort you over to a table. And Rilka, are you there?
I am.
Hi, Rilka. Everyone introduce yourself.
Are you Volo?
You guys hear me? I'm not Volo. I wish I was. But I'm a very sad-looking Eladrin, all frosty and wintry, who just had bought a beer, turned around as a guy ran by, and it knocked it out of my hand. I'm just sitting there. What the hell's going on in this place?
Perfect.
There was just a big old fight, didn't you see?
Yeah, but what's the point of you? What's even worth fighting for anymore?
Ooh, well, there are lots of things to fight for.
Fun.
I'd say the only reason a warrior is alive is to fight. The only reason a warrior fights is to win. Otherwise, why be a warrior? Counting beads is much easier.
Yes, I've done a fair share of counting beads, usually those that I've won in many a game. But you are all warriors. You do seem more interesting than most of these folks. Mind if I join you at your table with this crazed old man?
Come on over.
I see no problem with it.
Cool. And just because Rilka's new, why don't you guys all introduce yourselves and just kind of tell him what characters you're playing and what you guys look like. We could start with Jin if you want.
So my name is Jin. Hi, Jin. I am a wood elf rogue. I have a longbow strapped over my back. I've got two quivers full of arrows also strapped to my back. I've got like this green cloak with my hood pulled up.
An impressive amount of arrows.
It's the only thing I know how to do well.
Are we introducing ourselves in character or out of character? Like
You guys
in-game
could like
or-
introduce yourselves in character as you're taking a seat at the table with Volo. If you think you would.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Perfect. So, Hakun, what would you say?
I just kind of like, probably a good.
Okay.
I'm not at you.
But Hakun is a half-orc, right?
Yeah. So out of character, I'm Hakun Valaris. I'm a half orc fighter. And basically, you just think like of a samurai and a Viking got like mashed together. I'm that guy.
That's awesome.
So he's like a 6'9", like mostly like pale green half orc fighter with a gray top knot on the top. He's got a huge like odachi. It's like a giant katana that's the size of like a spadone, or like a two-handed longsword on his back. He's got two hand axes at his sides, and then a katana on the other part of the side. And I don't really know where my Yumi, like my longbow, is, but it's around somewhere.
somewhere in the scuffle.
Yeah, I don't think I brought it into the. Can you imagine just having like a 6-foot longbow, like trying to like get through people? I think I probably didn't bring that, but normally I'd have a longbow strapped somewhere too, because I'm just like geared to the teeth. And then there's probably a little bit of hay sticking out of like part of my armor. And I'll like periodically just like munch on.
Okay.
And like the hay has like a little bit of cloth mixed into it.
Nice. Okay.
It's my trophy from our first kills.
Perfect.
All right, and Zoltan.
How you doing? Eladrin, right?
Yes.
How you doing? I'm Zoltan.
Zoltan, please, pleasure to meet you. Well, as pleasurable as anything can be nowadays.
Definitely. Yeah, I hail from the north, around Mithril Hall.
Oh.
And if you see me, I'm a dwarf, about 4 foot 6 inches tall, about 165 pounds. Green chainmail armor with leaves and branches sticking out of it. I've got a shield that's like a hard ironwood shield with a picture of a dragon on it. A dragon head. And then I'm just carrying an axe.
Oh, very nice to meet you. I knew one of your kind who could drink almost as much as I can. Oh, but that was back in the Feywild, where I do so desperately miss it. My name is Laneros. I'm sorry to not introduce myself before. What good are names in these horrible, wretched, frigid times?
Sorry.
Oh no. I'm so out of character. I am a sorcerer. I am obviously not from around here. I was trying to pay at the bar with like a bunch of like pretty flowers, and I'm just really confused about everything here. You actually have to pay for drinks. You don't just like the fight that you guys were in. It looked incredible though. Why did those folks run off and you didn't join you and drink afterwards? What is this land?
This is the prime material. This is Waterdeep. Do you know where are you? You said you're from the Feywild?
Well, yes. Up until was it two days ago? So
you've just arrived then.
As you people experience days, I believe it's very strange here. Feywild, it's always a beautiful sunset time of day. No need for these crude, cold nights where you have to sleep in a gutter and these frigid, blustery days where children throw snowballs at you and then don't buy you a drink. I don't understand this land.
I was gonna say you are very morose, godchild.
And you can see that Lenero, in his like winter form. Apart from the Ladrin, they associating with how they feel. So winter is a time of lore. So he's a sad boy.
Does anyone else hear a
Yeah,
echo?
I think we're getting an echo from you, Tate.
From me?
Yeah, I think so. Because when...
That's weird. I mean, I have headphones plugged in. It shouldn't be from me.
You're the only one not echoing.
The only one not echoing.
Oh, now you echoed.
It's kind of raspy. I have mine all plugged in through headphones too. Looks like we're all headphones.
I think it's okay now. Is it still doing it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Either.
right.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
So yeah, thank you for inviting me to.
I feel bad. You're like talking about something about winter time and your mood, and I couldn't hear any of it because of the echo.
Oh yeah, no worries. So Eladrin, yeah, they're governed by, or their mood corresponds with a season. So basically, at the end of a long rest, if I want, I can change up my season, which corresponds with kind of how I'll be feeling that day. Some Eladrin just stay kind of the same season for their whole lives. For the longest time, I was a spring Galadrin. I was so happy. And as soon as I woke up one morning here in this gutter outside, as you can see, my leaves fell out, and I took on the chilly cold of these city streets. And well, this is me as I am now, and I don't see any change in this until I get back to the beautiful Feywild. Though a little bit
change at will.
What's that?
You can change at will.
So what is time anyways here? Maybe it takes longer here than it does back home, but relatively at will.
Change.
Well, you have done nothing to either upset me or make me happier, or I'm not feeling particularly generous right now, for no one here accepts my currency. So when one of those things change, I too will change, and I will be sure that you, Hakun, are the first to partake in the merriment. For I believe a creature of your size can keep pace with me.
Sounds like you like to drink quite a lot.
Well, yes. But what else is there to do when you live blessed days in the Feywild? One of the finest of summer liquors, twilight ales.
Is this in the south?
Possibly. Which way is up here?
I'm from north of the
I just point up.
All right, possibly. I honestly don't know. I got a little turned around. I don't remember my last night in the Feywild, and somehow I'm here. So I must have done something to someone. It doesn't bear mentioning. What's even worth talking about anymore?
So you guys are having this conversation as Volo's like trying to find a seat for you all. Eventually he shoos some people off, and then he gets some drinks so that you guys can continue your conversation. Did Jin have a question?
Nope. Just wondering what Volo was doing, and you just answered it.
Perfect. Perfect. So Volo returns. He's got ales for all of you. And he's wearing a floppy hat, and he's got a big mustache, and he has a scarf that he kind of tightens as he sits down. He's going to say, Volenkamp Gendarm, chronicler, wizard, and celebrity at your service. I trust you've noted the violence in our fair city these past 10 days. I haven't seen so much blood shed since my last visit to Baldur's Gate. Yes.
I just shed a single icy tear.
But go ahead.
I was say I'm just gonna take like the mug of ale that he presented to my weekend at Bernie's friend and just kind of like dribble it over his face.
To me?
No, I knocked out some guy in our fight, and I'm pouring ale on his mouth.
Oh, good.
Oh, he's knocked out though still, yeah.
I'm just weekend at Bernie'sing him.
Nice.
So he'll just kind of give you a queer look. He does have like a little book, like a little journal. He's going to take it out and just kind of jot something down as you do that. But then he'll say, I fear I need your help, however. Despite my celebrity and my fame, it seems I have misplaced a friend of mine amid these odious malevolence. My friend's name is Floon Blagmar. He got more beauty than brains, really, and I'm worried he took a bad way home a couple nights ago and was kidnapped, or worse. If you agree to track him down with all due haste, I can offer you 10 dragons apiece. I can give you 10 times that if you find Floon. Could I prevail upon you in my hour of need?
Maybe he switched places with me and is now partying in the Feywild. I would love to find this person. As much as I love anything now.
Suppose that's possible.
Is there glory to be had?
In dragons, I'm in.
Yeah, if it's paying, we're certainly all for it.
It's way better than the last job you got paid.
Your friend must be quite powerful indeed if you're able to summon 10 dragons to do your bidding for each of us.
Oh no, dragons are gold coins here in Waterdeep. Perhaps there's a misunderstanding.
Oh, I thought I had heard something like that. So flowers, nobody accepts flowers here?
Flowers are not a general currency in Waterdeep, no.
Not currency. It might be a gift for a lovely young lady, though.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you'll find one of those here either, though.
So he will take out 10 coins, and he'll actually hand them to each of you. So each of you will get 10 gold.
Hooray.
So heavy and unsightly.
It may come in handy, keep you from sleeping on the streets.
Oh, well, in that case. And I stack them all in a little tower. I kind of, that's a skew.
And after we do that, I'm gonna look over. Is the guy that Hakun is holding? Is he still unconscious?
He is still unconscious.
Did he get coin? Did he get coins too?
Yeah. Can I rough through his pockets and see if I find any money or anything?
Sure, you could do that if you're just kind of looking through. He does have what does he have? He does have a scimitar on him.
I'll take that.
Okay. So you can take the scimitar, but he doesn't necessarily have any gold or anything.
I figured when you loot like dead bodies, it's okay, but when you loot like the bar fight guy, does Volo give him 10 gold like he's part of our group?
He doesn't. He seems to be aware enough to know that he's unconscious.
He's not with us.
Yeah.
Your friend looks as if he's had a bit too much to drink. May I cast a spell on him and make him feel better so he can continue the revelry with us?
Sure.
Oh, he's not with us. Actually, Hakun, why don't you get rid of him?
I think this is a great idea.
Well, you're fine.
I'll take a regular mug of mead and I'll crackle up or crush some berries into it and kind of spit into it, swirl it and go, don't know, it's not turning a golden color. Well, he can try and drink this. But this doesn't seem like how it used to work in the Feywild.
So you give him just like this crushed mead berry drink?
Just like berries and like a little bit of leftover beer with spit in it.
Okay.
That's like not actually a remedy.
Frothy. I mean, so basically my guy, like he had a lot of powers in the Feywild. There's a lot more connection with magic. So now he's here, like none of his magic is really working out the way he expects it to. It should be golden and frothy and rejuvenating, but maybe it just looks dull like everything else here. Yeah, he can try it if he wants to.
Just pour it over his face like all the other crap I keep dumping on this guy.
Volo's actually going to stand up and be like, perhaps maybe I should have that gold back. I don't know if this was such a good idea.
No, it's fine. We can find your friend Floon Flagmar. No problem.
He's worth his weight in dragons, I'm sure.
So if you were interested, Floon was last seen at the where was he seen? At the Skewered Dragon in the dreadful dock ward.
This what dragon?
Skewered.
This is also not a real dragon.
No, not a real dragon. Yes, I see how that could be confusing. I'll make sure to put some addendums in my my encyclopedia on Waterdeep.
And the Skewered Dragon, is this an inn, a pub?
It's a
What?
pub, I believe. I've never been there myself. Much too ragtag for me.
Sounds boisterous and lively. Right.
It can be, but also quite dangerous, I'm afraid.
What sort of dangers should we expect?
Well, you know, the dock ward in general, and actually, Jin, you probably would know this. The dock ward in general tends to be sort of a haven for criminals and ne'er-do-wells of all sorts.
Okay.
Do I know if Yaga's type of criminal has
So,
an element there?
probably.
Sweet.
The dock ward. All right.
I don't know. Let's go.
Do you know if he was last seen with anyone, or was he just on his own drinking?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Inside check, eh?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I know this guy's full.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a 19.
Great. So you get the sense that Volo isn't telling you the whole truth.
You know, if you want us to find your friend for you, you really should give us as much information as possible.
Well, if you really must know, Floon was meeting with an associate of mine. And I am not exactly sure what happened to the associate either.
So you just misplaced this friend?
Yes. I mean, not so much misplaced as he's gone missing.
So your friend and your associate are both missing right now.
Correct,
That's it.
correct. I honestly, actually, you'll see like a slow tear kind of roll down his cheek. He'll say, poor Floon. I mean, he's so handsome, but so stupid. I should have known better than to send him off on a mission such as this.
It's true. You should have thought better of it.
My quest for glory is going poorly.
I mean, if you do well, I will be sure to chronicle your aid in my next book.
Hey, Hakoon, if you help him, he'll put you in his book. Books last for a very long time, I'm told.
This is good.
Are you planning?
Can this book be told in the north?
I mean, my books are widely circulated about the Sword Coast and probably throughout Faerun.
I will
Shall
do
you-
this for you. And you'll remember my name, Hakun Volaris.
Yes, and I'll write that down in his little journal.
Sustained. Firstborn of my mother, Elia Snow Sparrow, of the Valkyrie Spires, north of the spine of the world, south of the fallen city. Where the winged horror flies, brother of Asi the Quiet, breaker of Tanos, which once stood by the water,
He turns the page.
slayer of carrion crawlers, saver of dung sweeps. I need a better ending.
No, that was
That was-
Hakoon. That was lovely. That's the perfect way to end your name.
And I get something like Slayer of Dragons and Savior of Dung Sweeps.
So, Volvo, do you have a description of the associate and Floon?
Well, the associate, not so much. Floon, as I've said, is a very handsome man. He is human, in his early 30s. His hair is quite gorgeous. It's wavy and blonde and quite long. I believe he uses some kind of special conditioner or something to keep it so illustrious. Really not the sort of fellow who should be wandering the dock ward, if I'm honest.
Is he a fighter?
No, he's not much of anything, except for a dear friend.
This is a man you have an amorous connection with.
I love him and I care for him as I do all my friends.
And is this associate not actually an associate?
Uh, he's someone of repute, or so I'm.
And
So
does Floon have an amorous connection with this associate?
not that I know of.
Okay. I fail to see the glory in this.
Survival might be the glory.
We will find your man. You will publish my name.
Yes, I will. I've got it. It's going to take up a lot of pages, though.
Are you planning on sending copies of this to the Sealy Court in the Feywild? Or if they knew of my exploits, possibly they would invite me back.
I'm not sure that my publications have extended to the Feywild.
Oh, you're missing out. I guess we don't read so much there as drink and enjoy life.
But I'd love to travel there one day so that perhaps maybe I could chronicle my adventures.
Well, should you ever see any of the Sealy Court, be sure to mention how I have helped you greatly, and I can do this task for you.
Of course.
I'm your lover.
I will do that. I'm going to make a note of it right now. Sealy Court.
Perfect. All right. Well, this isn't going as terribly as I thought it would.
Well, should we head over to the place he was last seen? See if we can find some information out.
Yes, the Skewered Dragon.
What did Volo go by? His first name?
His first name is Volothamp. Vollo.
Like Volothamp.
Volothamp.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and so he will urge you guys to leave with great haste because he's very concerned for his friend.
And we shall.
And you shall. Great. So you guys are going to go to the Dark Ward. It is nighttime. And as you guys approach, so it's freezing cold, as it has been. Rilka, the other players, I allowed them to buy winter gear for, I think it was 5 silver pieces.
Okay.
That way they don't have to freeze to death when they're walking around.
Oh, well, if I knew you could buy winter gear, I would have done that much sooner. It's very cold here.
It is.
Point me in the right direction. I don't care what it looks like.
Well, here, there's a little shop just around the corner this way.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just kind of pull the jacket off of my guy as I leave him behind. I'm not gonna drag him everywhere.
I give you like 5 of the gold pieces because I don't know what they are, what the difference is.
I take that and I hold up my other hand and a flower.
Yes, and I pull out a flower and also an acorn for your great service. I just assume that all of these are regular monies. There's only 1 unit of money here.
Ooh, so I get 5 gold.
Sure.
Yeah.
This guy was so worth a prop. You guys thought I was being crazy.
Cool. So the jacket he's wearing is just dark colors. Actually, you know what? I got the factions mixed up, so I'm going to retcon a little bit real quick. The bandits were actually Xanathar's guild, which is why Gretz had the eyes on his head, and Yagra is the Zentarmarine, the Zentarine.
This guy?
Yes, is Xanathar's guild. So he probably has...
I didn't know he was a gang member.
Yeah, so the person with the black tattoo on their neck was probably actually Yagra. And you would have maybe noticed that during the fight, rather. But the guy that you pinned to the ground and then beat up and then propped up probably had like an eye tattoo on his back. So I'm going to try not to get those 2 factions mixed up. So you've got Xanathar's guild and the Zentarine. And they're fighting each other. Would you guys?
I feel like I've read about the Zentrim and they're assholes.
They are.
And I'm trying to like befriend Yagra. Damn.
Sorry.
Well,
she's tough.
With a name like Zentarine, what can you expect?
I don't know. Maybe we'll take them out from within, guys.
Take who where? Outside. Oh, never mind. Let's go.
So because the gang member was a part of the Xanathar's guild, his winter clothing will be kind of speckled with like eyes on it, pretty much. So
How-
that's what your clothing will look like.
Cool. That sounds good.
Well, now we have a disguise if we need it.
There you go.
Hey.
Hey. All right. So as you guys are walking to the dock ward, we're gonna hit fast forward here. You guys will see a group of guards. They will have captured 2 of the Xanathar's guild that had escaped. And then nearby them will be 2 members of the Zentarine. That seems like they kind of popped out to jump them. Looks like everyone's bloodied. The guards have kind of come, broken up the fray, and captured them pretty much, and arrested them. So you guys will see that. And then you guys are going to go to the dock ward. The dock ward is filled with tall, densely packed tenements. Most of the neighborhood is covered in shadow as a result, because of these tall buildings. All the street lamps have been busted out. There's very little light. Some of the stores have candles lit in the windows. That's kind of the only light you have. People do not populate the streets here. Not a very nice area. Because it's near to the sea, it does kind of smell like fish. Yeah, and eventually you guys will find your way over to the... What was it? The Skewer Dragon. As you guys approach the Skewer Dragon is an inn slash tavern that looks like an old ruin. Both of its front-facing windows are smashed in, and a ship's anchor is lodged in the roof. Through the windows, you can see a group of haggard patrons drinking from huge tankards. And again, there's like just candles on the tables, maybe a lantern where the bar counter is, but otherwise it is very dark and dingy in here, and no one's reveling. This is a very different type of environment.
These must also be winter Eladrin.
Yes, I was just gonna say they seem like me, although they're much more hideous.
That's probably true.
Well, I could definitely use another drink here.
Larger cups.
True.
Yeah, we'll all go up to the bar and take a seat.
Sure. The barkeep will be sort of this old woman, no teeth left in her mouth, just white frizzled hair, doesn't get dressed to come to work every day, just covered in dirt, blue lips because she's like freezing to death.
She dressed today?
She's just very plain, and she's like, what do you want?
Well, we were hoping to get a drink at your wonderful establishment, and also maybe you could
We are
help us.
looking for a beautiful man.
Yes, we've been pointed here. We're looking for an associate of ours named Floon Flagmar.
Well,
He's said to frequent this bar.
well, aren't you fancy with all your words? You drinking?
Yes, of course, and I will slide a gold piece across the bar.
Ooh, a gold piece. She'll like pick it up and she'll look at it and she'll bite it with her non-teeth.
Dumb it.
That is a most disgusting noise.
And then she'll kind of look at it and she'll nod and then she'll slip it like in her cleavage, like she's got a spot for it in there somewhere. And then she'll take out some tankards and she'll just spit in them and clean them out with the sleeve of her dress, and then set them down and just pour some nondescript, non-labeled alcohol into them and hand each of you a tankard of ale.
Is that a honeyed wine?
They probably don't have anything like that here.
No,
Oh.
you smell it. It just smells awful. It smells like rancid and moldy.
I put my flour in it.
Be careful, you drink too many flowers and, well, you won't remember the night.
Okay.
Do you know of anyone who was planning to meet you here? I asked the bar.
Yeah. She'll say, well, you did mention a handsome gentleman earlier. We don't get a lot of those in here.
Did he have wavy, long, blonde hair?
Actually, well, that's some good information. You know, typically when people want information in a place like this, they have to pay for it.
I slide 2 more silvers across the bar.
Okay.
I nudge the Eladrin to see what he does.
I pull a couple of toadstools out of my satchel. I place them very particularly on the bar. There are many more of these, if you would care to help us. I'm going to try and persuade her a little bit, too.
Sure, you can go ahead and make a
I love
persuasion
this.
roll. Go for
I
it.
love this.
Can I help him in that?
Yeah, but especially, it's definitely with advantage because you've given her silver pieces. Sure.
Not the toadstools?
Not so much.
Well, I rolled a 24
Oh,
as I
damn.
slid these toadstools over to her in like a very mopey but persuasive way. Yeah. It's almost like you should probably help me because I'm so sad.
She's like, I've seen some sad faces in here, but I've never seen one so morose. You know, and then she'll like break down and tell you her whole life story about how she ended up here, and it'll just be really long and sad.
I'll listen intently, thinking that this is a drinking game, so I'll try and pick up on it, and I'll start chugging and laughing at various points, or like she just her kid or something.
No, yeah, she just breaks down crying. You've
I'm trying to interject because I think now this is part of the game. Tell an even sadder story.
Oh no! Yeah, you're breaking this woman quickly.
Oh, no.
It takes like every ounce of her effort just to get out of bed in the morning, and now you've had her realize everything.
Taking the wind out of her.
Yeah.
I can see maybe this game went on a little bit farther than I expected. Here's a poppy for your trouble, and I hand it to her.
No one's ever given me a poppy before.
I'm sorry, this is the most hideous one I have since they don't grow very well here.
Well, I'll treasure it forever.
That's a sign of betrothal in his people.
The truth is that the individual you're looking for, I know him. He was with another individual. In fact, I thought they may have been brothers. They look so similar.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
I mean, the one he was with, he seemed kind of stuck up, you know, rich, noble types. Likes to rub your nose in it. But they left the tavern together, and then we heard a scuffle in the street not long after.
A scuffle in these streets? Say it ain't so.
Happens more than you think. I'm not exactly sure who took him, but if I were to bet, I would say it would probably be the Zentarim.
And where is their base near here?
Oh, I wouldn't want to get in trouble for revealing that information. I'm a trusted establishment.
I nudge the Eldrin again.
Oh, but we are best friends with the Zentarim, obviously. This one here has been working with them for how many Twilights days? That many, yes. So, of course, it'd be refreshing his memory more than it would be giving up information you aren't supposed to. I'm going to try and be
persuasive. I was to meet Yagra. Stone Fist? Stone Jaw?
You know Yagra?
Of course. I helped her in a scuffle earlier today.
Well, then you would know that you could find her on Candle Lane.
Oh, well, that doesn't help at all. I take back one of the toadstools.
No, don't do that.
Anywhere specifically on Candle Lane?
If you truly know the Zentarim, you will be able to find you would know their markings.
Find the snake.
All right.
Turn and go.
Yeah, I chug the rest of our terrible ale and he's out.
Yeah, so everyone who drinks is going to have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, what?
I pluck the flower out of mine because I'm going to save it.
Oh, no.
It looks kind of broken from the bottom. Ooh, 21.
Oh, I got a natural 2. But Constitution saving throw, I get to add 5 2, so 7.
6.
Okay, so everyone
Yeah,
that
the orc and the
rolled,
dwarf.
yeah, everyone that rolled below a 10, you're essentially poisoned. So you're very nauseous. This thing's not sitting right with you. And for about the next hour, you're gonna have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
I can't wait.
Oh no,
Nice.
Hey guys, let's fight.
Kern, you don't look so good. I mean, I know you're green, but you seem more green than usual. Is everything all right?
I don't feel so hot.
I think I ate a toadstool.
Well, that would explain it then. All right, let's.
Great for your health. Unless, oh no, did your toadstool have 7 spots on it?
I think it did.
Oh my gosh. Well, we'll have to perform a ritual called the pumping of the stomach.
Is the 7-spotted one? Is that the one that speaks to you when you eat it?
It can.
That's the one.
Perhaps this one is a seer.
I am mystical.
I'll sit down in front and watch you intently to see if you tell me anything important.
I will. I'll just hold his shoulder and say, "Waffles and peanut butter."
And peanut butter. We must find this waffles and this peanut butter.
It's
Reunite them. It is a seer's wish.
I think it's the poison cure.
Ah. I asked the barkeep if she has any waffles and peanut butter.
No, she's actually like retreated. She like after you guys drank your ale, she's gonna go back in the back room and just essentially rethink her whole life.
She left these perfectly serviceable non-7-spotted toadstools on the counter.
She's gonna leave those there.
Yeah, no.
But to fast forward, you guys are gonna go over to Candle Lane. Again, the entire city is dark. This whole ward. So gloom envelops a narrow alley, as dark as a dungeon, and as odorous as one too. Nearly all the street lamps have been smashed. There is, however, one light that pierces the darkness. It's a faint flickering from down the lane, like a distant candle.
Can I perception check for snakes?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll perception.
I'll help him
Natural
look around.
20.
Okay.
He already found it.
So, with your natural 20, you're able to tell that this lamppost is directly in front.
Wait. I'm poisoned.
Oh yeah, you
I got a 15 though, says the other one, so 15
Well,
plus whatever.
Jin was going to help you, so I was going to give you advantage on it to cancel
Okay.
it out. So we're going to take the nat 20.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
and you'll notice that the lamppost with the only flame, it seems to be a continual flame. So there's no source. There's no like candle or wick or oil. Seems to be a magical flame kind of in this one lamppost. And then directly across from it is what looks to be a warehouse with a large boarding door for shipments. The entire thing is fenced in. And on the door is your black flying snake symbol.
Okay.
All
I
right.
pointed out to the others.
Are there any sort of like windows on this building? And
So there is so you've got this large gate. It's about 10, 12 feet. It's got spikes on the top. Trying to keep people out. It is gated, and then there's a yard. Beyond the yard, you can see the warehouse. There's no lights from inside. Again, there's this large docking door, and then next to that is a small door for humanoids to pass through. And then there's one window, but again, you have to be inside the yard in order to access it.
okay. Is there anyone? Yeah, is there anyone in the yard guarding right now?
No, not at this time.
Shall we make our way in? I'll go up to the gate and see if I can do something about this lock.
Sure, the fence actually isn't locked.
Oh, well, great. I opened it up and we'll go in.
So as far as you can tell, the warehouse looks abandoned. Like most things in the dock ward, it's kind of got rusted hinges and looks like the sea weather hasn't done a good job of preserving any of the wood or anything. And again, you've got 3 entrances here. You've got a window that's dark and just kind of covered in dirt. And then you have a large dock door, and then you have that small humanoid-sized door.
Can I roll a stealth check?
Yeah, can we move close stealthily up to the window?
Sure, everyone can roll stealth if you want to move stealthily.
I just got a natural 20 and a 19.
Oh!
Nice.
Oh, that's not good. Well, it's a 10 total.
8.
Raccoon just like fades in the shadows while our rogue is just like stuck.
I make no.
Meanwhile, the Eladrin rolls a 2.
Oh, God.
No.
Stands out in the light. What are you all doing over there?
And I'm like, I think I'm so stealthy because I'm like kind of nodding off while in the shadows. I'm just like,
So quiet.
All right, so as you guys are making your way through, you don't notice that there's like broken boards and things, and you step on them and crack them. The Eladrin is just talking. Lanharos is just talking loudly. And okay.
My chainmail is just making all sorts of noise.
What was your roll?
8.
8. Okay, so the only
Yeah.
one being stealthy is the giant half-orc.
My axe is banging against my chainmail. My shield banging against my chainmail. It's horrible.
And everything in here is really dead, so it's just echoing off the walls. Okay, but you guys approach, making lots of noise.
Everyone knows we're here.
Again, you've got a window, you've got this big barn door, and then you've got this little tiny door. The painting of the snake is on the small humanoid-sized door.
I'm gonna open that door if I can.
Okay, so if you go up to it, it is locked.
Can
How high is the window? Can I peek over it? Inside? Or is I'm too short?
Let's see, how tall are you?
4'6".
4'6". If you grab onto the ledge and pull yourself up, you might be able to kind of peek it a little bit.
I'll just look through the window and tell you what's inside.
What does it look like?
So it looks like it's dark inside. You really can't see. And again, the only light from outside is from that little lamppost. So this is true darkness inside of the warehouse.
I do have dark vision though, so it's dim. It's dim light for me. Can I still see like something, or is it...
You see just a bunch of crates that you can't really even see past. They're pretty much right up against the window. There is a little bit of space though if you guys get into the window, about 5 feet before you guys hit these boxes.
There's just a bunch of boxes here, Zoltan. Nothing to fret about. Do we want to use the front door? I feel like if we're looking for information and not a fight, that might be our best bet.
Yeah, I just bang on the front door.
Okay.
Akun's already there. Let's go with it.
That's custom.
I just like look over. Yeah, I look over you and was like, "Mortals who plan die 1,000 times."
And there's no response.
Oh, well, they must want us to come in.
Makes it way less cool.
I will be like, just stand aside, let me do it, and I'll use my thieves' tools to try and pick the lock.
All right, yeah, go ahead and make a thieves' tools check.
Alrighty, that's okay. That's a 14.
14. Let's see what the DC on this thing is. So yeah, 14 actually unlocks it. You hear a click, so you know that it is now unlocked.
Fantastic. After you, Hakun.
It seems like a terrible idea. I might as well. This is how I die. Like out of character, this is how I die. In character, okay.
Perfect. So Hakun just kicks in the door, and
Yeah,
Strats
just like
walks in.
just like open it up like I belong here.
I'll just push it open for him.
Great. So again, it's pitch black in here, and all you see is kind of a large, big dock area. There is an upper ramp level that's kind of far off. It's against the far wall. The entire space is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet. What you're looking at, and then it seems like the warehouse extends to your left beyond the range of your dark vision. And there's just kind of boxes here and there.
how high up is the catwalk?
The catwalk is probably about 12 feet.
So
Someone give me a boost up.
I was just gonna say that, and I cut my hands for the boost.
And I see exactly what he's doing. Like, all right, let's do this. And so I'll run up and use him to jump up and grab the.
Sure.
Right.
So the catwalk is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 30 feet, kind of across the warehouse that you'd have to walk in order to kind of start climbing up it.
Can we try to be stealthy again?
You could try, sure. You guys can both.
Now that we're inside instead of outside.
Sure. So Hakoon and Jin are going to enter, trying to be stealthy. Zoltan and what is it? Lanharos?
Yeah, Laneros.
Lanaros. What are you guys doing?
But people pronounce it all the time.
Okay, I'll try not to butcher it too much.
No, it's fine.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna hang back because I know I can't be stealthy.
All right, so you're just standing by the door.
This looks like a fun game, and I see if Hakoon has his hands still cupped together, and I'll try and follow him up.
Okay.
Unless you guys shoo me away.
Well, yeah.
We're still sneaking across right now.
Yeah.
But I will scoot you up when we get there.
Okay, perfect.
I rolled for stealth a 3 and a 1. No worries.
I rolled much better. I rolled a 25 total.
Very nice.
Well, if you add my stealth bonus, I have still a 1.
That's fantastic. Well, as you guys are walking across, behind 2 boxes, some Kenku are gonna pop up and try and kill you. And then, so they're gonna get a surprise on the 2 of you.
Yeah, of course.
And then we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh boy!
So the
I
one.
just like to be whistling and it's like gonna find a Yagra.
So the one rolled horribly. It only rolled an 8 with its short sword. The other one rolled much better. It rolled a 19, and this is going to be on Hakoon.
19's gonna hit.
Yep. All right. So short sword. He's going to slash out at you, and he's going to do 6 piercing damage.
I'm really glad I'm drunk for this.
So these little bird things, and I did throw pictures of them up on Discord, are going to pop out, and they're going to stab at you. And then behind boxes, about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 feet away, these other 2 Kenku are going to pop up, and they're going to go ahead and shoot arrows at you as well. So this first one's going to be not great. Jin did really good. And that one's probably also not good. That one is a 12 on Hakoon, which I don't think hits.
Mm-mm.
All right. So now there are 4 Kenku. 2 are very close to Hakoon and Jin, like pretty much within 5 feet. And then 2 have half cover behind boxes. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25 feet away from the door, and 25 feet away from Jin and Hakoon. All right, so everyone
Alrighty.
roll initiative and.
Ooh, 18. Oh, wait. Is that disadvantage as well?
No.
Okay, 18.
That's not great. 9.
Oh.
Are all of my attacks on disadvantage too, you said?
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna go great.
Yeah. Super fine. But if you're next to them, I can still attack them with sneak attack. So stay close, buddy.
6.
6 from Zoltan. And
Lanharos
Lanharos?
got a 15.
All right, 15.
Nice.
Four.
How does a bear trap work?
You gotta put it down on the floor and hope no one perceives it, and if they step on it, they get hurt.
So I can't just like bear trap a Kenku?
You could use it as an improvised weapon if you wanted to.
I'm trying to think of like things that I can do that don't involve having to like roll to hit. This is gonna go bad.
What happens when you're poisoned?
But you do get to go first.
Woo! Alright. I I'm just gonna like whirlwind like a dachi attack.
All right.
God damn it! It's not that 20. And I kid you not, 2 natural 20s.
Oh, dang!
Dope.
I rolled so crappy for everything else. Okay, well, I'm about to go ham on this Kenku who stabbed me.
Hell yeah, that's super cool.
Dude, that's never happened to me before. 2 in a row. That's nuts. All right,
That's awesome.
so I do 2d6, which is a 4 and a 3, and from having savage attacks, when I crit, I get to roll 1 extra damage dice, which is a 6. So that is 13 times 2 is 26, plus 3 is 29.
Holy!
I think you just cut this Kenku in half.
I just
Yeah, this Kenku is like
I unsheath and like slice in one and move.
perfect.
Well, this isn't a game at all.
So this Kenku's gonna stab you, and then he's gonna say in a deep orcish accent, Xanathar sends its regards. And then after he does that, you just like cut him in half, but with so much strength that his entrails, it just like he almost explodes, right? Just like as you cut him in half.
Yeah.
I do that, and then I just look over at Jin and say, "Not a scarecrow."
Yeah, this crow thing just like exploded. So yeah, that's impressive. Did you want to move or disengage or anything? You are.
Can I bonus action just like grin at the Kenku who like failed to hit me and start laughing?
You can, yes.
Okay, do that.
All right. So who's next? Landros.
All right, so I'm still back a ways, right?
You are. You're 25 feet away from the one that Jin and Hakun are engaged with, and then 25 feet sort of back farther into the warehouse, there are 2 Kenku that again have like 50% cover, and they're hiding with short bows behind boxes.
Well, it seems as if these are not friends, so I kind of just like shrug, and out of one of my hands, it looks like I'm going to cast this enormous like frost damaging spell, but it comes out just this little cantrip ray of frost. And I kind of look at it strangely. What the hell is going on? So, I'm gonna shoot at one of the guys in half cover because they're farther away.
Great.
Am I rolling at disadvantage for half cover?
No,
or?
they just get a boost to their AC.
Oh, okay, cool. Ooh, I got a 10.
Okay, 10 misses. So as you fire, it kind of just frosts one of these crates.
When you try to use
never
Code
happened.
of Cold, but you end up using Ray of Frost.
What is this? This never happens to me, I swear. Just because it's so cold out, everybody. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. I'll hide for my movement action.
Okay, yeah. Did you want to stay like outside of the warehouse? Like in the doorway?
Yeah, I'll probably like move up towards it.
Okay.
That's fine. To the doorway where I can look in, so I can kind of come back around the corner and just hang my head in shame.
All right, that's fair. Right, and then actually the Kenku get to go. So the one that's nearest to, it's not gonna try and hit Hakun. It's terrified of Hakun right now, but it is gonna go ahead and swing at Jin, and it's gonna 14 to hit.
That's my armor class.
All right, so with a short sword, it's gonna go ahead and just do 6 damage, piercing.
Okay.
Cut at you. And then the 2 behind the boxes, they're going to take shots. 16 to hit Hakun.
Hits.
All right. That's also going to do another 6 piercing damage.
Do I just pretend I don't notice because I got drunk, or?
You can if you want to. Just like have this arrow sticking out of you and don't even react.
Yeah, where am I getting hit with these arrows?
Torso.
Torso.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's my bad side. We're good.
Then the other one will go for Jin. That's an 18 to hit. So that'll be
That'll
another
hit.
6 piercing damage.
Oh, jeez.
Just kind of like in your shoulder. All right, that's the Kenku, and that's it. They're just gonna stay there. All right, Jin, you're next, and then Zoltan, you're on deck.
All right, this one Kegu that's still next to us. It's in melee with both of us, right?
It is.
Cool. Then I'm going to pull out the scimitar that I stole and slash at it.
Oh, perfect.
Ooh, that's gonna hit. That's a 20 total.
Oh, great. Yes.
Alrighty, so that's gonna be a 6, and then another 6 because of sneak attack.
Oh no.
Oh, that's terrible. That's a 2 and a 1. Plus 3, so 5 slashing damage.
So it is dark in here, you know, and these things did pop out and scare you, and then now you're like covered in Kenku blood because Akun just decimated this other Kenku right in front of you.
Okay.
So you're a little off your game, but you do manage to get in there between the armor of the Kenku and kind of stab at it a little bit and pull back some blood.
Alrighty, and are there any sort of things near me that I could hide behind and not get shot at anymore?
Unfortunately, where these Kenku are, you'd have to be where the current Kenku that you're kind of engaged with and ducking down in order to avoid getting hit. You could run back out the door if you wanted to.
I will bonus action disengage and run back out the door.
Okay.
out of line of fire for the bows.
Perfect. So, so yeah, Zoltan and Lanharos, you guys just have to like make room as this elf just like runs past you guys.
Like shoulder bleeding from an arrow and like a gash on my leg, and I'm just like, ah.
It is not going well.
All right, Zoltan, you're up. You're
Okay,
at the doorway.
you said-
You're 25 feet away from targets.
So if I move towards the 2 that are hidden,
Yep.
would I make it to them and get a chance to hit
You
them?
could. You can make it to them, and
Okay.
they wouldn't have cover because you'd be right up next to them.
Yeah, I'm just going to run at them.
All right.
I'm
This
just going to scream, "Glory to Bahamas!"
perfect.
and just head on over and try to hit one of them
All right, go ahead.
with disadvantage, sadly. A natural 1 and a 16.
Oh,
That's
no!
probably not good. As I trip halfway across the warehouse,
Yeah, it's
fall on my shield, and it skitters.
yeah,
you know, 10
it's
feet.
pitch black. Yeah, so as you're running, you don't notice there's like a small little box. You just fall over it and like tumble a couple of times, but you manage to right yourself so that you're actually standing upright. And you are face to face now with the Kenku. Yeah, not very dignified. All right, Hakun.
Huzzah! All right, I'm gonna try to hit this dude. I got a 10 and a 6.
Oh
6
no!
plus
Oh.
6 plus 5 is 11.
11. Oh, 11 just misses. So as
Nice.
you bring up your sword, it kind of crashes through the crates a little bit. So wood splinters everywhere.
Sorry, there's your friend's blood in my eye. Get you next time.
Perfect. All right, Landros, and then the Kenku are on deck.
Actually, can I bonus action use my second wind?
Sure, go for
So
it.
I just get 1d10 plus my fighter level
All right.
of health back.
Perfect. Do it.
5 plus 1. Or no, plus 2.
Yeah, because we're level 2.
Right. So 7 health back.
Perfect.
I'm not hurting so bad anymore.
I hurt a lot. Ow. Here outside in the warehouse.
All right, Landros, what would you like to do?
I'll call in. Hakun, do you need help in there?
I'm alright.
All right. Oh, that sounds about right. I will. Let's see. I'm gonna phase step into, like, behind the cover of the guys with the short bows.
Okay.
So is that within 30 feet?
That
South
is,
or
yeah,
20?
you would be right behind them. So you'd be within 5 feet of them if you kind of face stepped right behind them.
All right. So yeah, I kind of just like grumpy, pissed off, and nothing's going well. As I face step in there, I take on this horrifying wintry aspect. So one of the creatures must make a wisdom save.
Ooh.
They are frightened.
Ooh.
And the DC is 13.
All right, one of them did not save, so he is frightened. You see his eyes get big, and he'll say in Halfling, Please don't hurt me.
Oh, weird.
Oh, I forgot. Kenku like have like weird voice
Mimic.
mimicking
Sounds
abilities.
heard, yeah. They can't speak themselves.
Right.
And I'll kind of just shrug and go, well, you can always take a nap, and I will cast sleep. But it looks like I'm getting ready to do some very powerful, like just like tap them on their heads and knock them both out. But I actually have to roll for this and see how it goes, because this is not working the way I thought it would. Let's see. That's an 8, 14, 19, 27. 30. So 30 hit points worth of creatures fall asleep, starting with the lowest current HP within 20 feet of me.
Oh, perfect.
So control over it.
Cool. So actually the two that you're right in front of will just kind of go to sleep.
Okay. Meh.
That's
kind of what I want to do.
There's no DC save on sleep. It's just
It says
It's just HP points. Whatever they have left, it's subtracted from the total he rolls, and
Cool.
if they have less than that, they fall asleep.
yeah. So the two right in front of you are out. They are asleep. They just like slump over and fall down.
well, something's going right here.
So they are both prone and unable to do anything. So
And one of them is having horrible nightmares about me.
yes.
Yeah, they're afraid of you, and they went to bed.
Perfect.
Scary elf.
Cool. And they're asleep for a minute. It looks like.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
I believe, yeah.
Okay, so it's the Kenku's turn. Two of them just passed out and they're snoring. And then the one that's engaged with the coon, I guess, will take a strike. Didn't do great. Only rolled a 10, which is a miss. So it's just kind of swinging wildly in the dark. And Jin, it's your turn with Zoltan on deck.
Oh, this is terrible. I throw down the sword, pull out my longbow, and lean around the door and take a shot at the one that's next to Hakoon.
Perfect. He is in 50% cover, which I'll keep track of, but go for it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna miss. That's an 11.
Oh no! Arrow hits a crate. Boom.
I'm like, oh god, this one on my shoulder really hurts, and then I'm gonna just snap off the shaft, and then I'm gonna bonus action hide.
Okay, that's easy to do. So you're hiding. Zoltan, what are you doing?
Hiding really well, by the way. I just rolled an 18.
Oh,
so
wow.
20.
Since that last move went really well, I'm gonna not run over to him, but I'm gonna use my javelin and throw it at him.
Cool. So yeah, you're face to face with these two Kenku that just like fell asleep.
Yeah,
But behind you, you've got the other Kenku. So go ahead and make your attack roll.
Oh, actually, yes, 16 would be the lowest.
Awesome. So even though this thing's kind of ducked behind boxes, fighting with Hakoon, you do manage to throw this javelin that threads like a needle right through the boxes, and it hits the Kenku. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Right, and I'm gonna 11 plus I'm gonna add my divine smite.
Oh snap!
Do some radiant damage for another 5. So 16 damage.
Jeez Louise.
It's much
skewered.
more impressive than the last turn.
Yeah, just its head explodes. You just so it like hears the
Radiant
shuffling.
sunlight.
Yeah, it lights up the space, and it turns just in time to see the javelin go right between its eyes, and it just.
I
falls down.
just cleared all the blood out of my eyes, and then oh, like my hands are covered in blood, and my face is covered in blood. It doesn't work.
Brain.
So you guys are in a pitch black warehouse with two Kenku, two dead Kenku, two sleep Kenku. What would you guys like to do?
I've got rope. We can tie him up and question him.
That sounds good to me. I need to take a moment for myself. I don't feel very good.
What is? I just like kind of like grab one of the pieces of Kenku. Like, what does it taste like?
Like roadkill?
It's like a half orc. Is that bad?
I think. I mean, you're still human. You probably shouldn't eat too much flesh
Alright.
of other creatures.
I just feel like I want to try like everything, but okay, we'll leave Kenku off the menu.
Perfect. It's not like chicken, you know.
crow.
All right, so you guys are gonna tie up the sleeping ones.
Yep.
All right, so you tie them up. Minute passes, and they start waking up a little bit.
I'm gonna ask before they wake up. I'm gonna ask Cocoon to boost me up to the higher up area, and I'm just gonna take a rest.
Yeah, sure. And while you're up there, you can explore, just for the sake of expediency. There's just a couple other boxes, and you'll also find some like warehouse offices.
Okay.
And let's see, what's in there. So
Yeah.
on the stocked with crates. Characters who search for the crates will find just junk. Spoiled olive oil, 100 pairs of wooden sandals.
Ooh, I take the. I'm actually wearing wooden sandals.
Okay.
Nice. You always need a backup pair.
Yeah, like I'll toss a pair down to him.
Do they have size 19?
up.
Or...
These look like they might fit your feet. As might these ones. I just start like throwing them over my shoulder, like off the. Like...
Oh, hey, oh. Like in my head, I'm like catching all these, but in reality, I'm like, drunk and flopping.
He's just so drunk.
Pass out with your sandals on, otherwise the quicklings will draw all over your face.
Perfect.
What?
So, oh yeah, maybe that doesn't apply here.
I'm gonna walk up to Hakun and like sit still and do lay of hands on him
Oh, okay.
for 10 hit points.
I actually only need 5.
I thought he got you for 12.
Yeah, but I
Oh, you did.
what's it called?
Second
Second
one.
Oh, you did second wind. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I might save it then.
All right,
If
that's fine.
you're going to heal someone, you see like this hand like reach out like from the balcony.
I just like rip one of like the arrows out of my chest and like, nah, I'm good.
Barely a flesh wound. Come on.
All right, but Jen, as you're searching at the kind of the balcony, you will find these offices. They look like they're abandoned. They've got some desks and chairs, some bare shelves, all covered in dust with cobwebs. Above the door of one of the offices is a steel alarm bell that looks like it's got some wires that are running down to the lower levels. And the only other thing you'll find of use is a unused box of paper birds.
Paper birds.
Paper birds.
What's
These
the
are
paper
cute.
bird? Like origami?
Kind of. They are a new item for the adventure. If you write a message of 50 words or fewer on this magic sheet of paper and speak a creature's name, it flies to the recipient whose name you uttered. The recipient must be on the same plane of existence as you, otherwise the bird turns into ash and just kind of disappears.
Okay. Can I?
How many of them are there?
You receive 8 sheets of paper birds.
Cool.
I'm gonna look at our wood elf friend Jin here and be like, "How fast are you?"
Pretty quick when I'm, at the top of my game.
So if we took a rest and we wrote down Floon Barbitchaloon, I don't remember his name, and you could chase this thing down because it flies to it, right? It doesn't like
It does.
magically like, yeah. So we could follow it.
You could.
All right, yeah. If that sounds good to me. Do we also want to talk to these crow folk? See if they know anything about our missing friend.
It's probably not worth the hassle.
So they're waking up. And they're very belligerent.
Can I just like walk up to them with the 2 halves of the kenku that I like drop them at the bottom and be like, "Where's Floon?"
Sure, go ahead and make
Intimidate
an
them.
intimidation check. Yep.
With disadvantage?
No, because you dropped off dead members of their clan, it'll just be a flat roll.
That's a 17 plus 2.
Okay. Yeah, both their eyes go wide. You're like covered in Kenku blood. And you just dropped off halves of their friends.
Like, all of me is covered in blood except for my shiny new sandals.
So the one that's spoke the phrase in halfling before will say, he'll be like, again, he'll say in halfling in the exact same tone. He'll be like, "Please don't hurt me." And then the other one will say in Orcish, Xanathar kills! Xanathar kills traitors!
And I kill. Hakoon kills. Where's Floon?
Who was the traitor to the Xanathar? Was it Floon?
They'll kind of look at each other and sort of search their memory, see if they have a word for or a sentence that they've memorized to be able to answer that question. One of them will say in a thin, nasally voice, "Type the pretty boy in the back room. Follow the yellow signs in the sewer."
Yellow signs in the sewer.
Is there a sewer near here?
Yeah. Where's the closest sewer entrance from here?
So just as characters in Waterdeep, you just know there's kind of manholes all over the place.
But I imagine there's not yellow signs everywhere. Like,
that's correct.
Where's the entry point?
They'll look at each
Is
other.
there a sewer right in here?
You could make a perception check with advantage if someone wants to help.
I will help.
Well, then with flat neutral, because I'd have disadvantage. I got a 15.
I can do a perception check if you help me. Then I can do it with advantage.
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Then you don't have to roll. So I'll look around.
So with a 15, you kind of get a general outline of the place. But Jin, if you want to do an investigation check, you will notice that you saw that office upstairs, and there was kind of a like a cord running down, but you don't see where it ends. So go ahead and make an investigation check for me. Again, you can do it with advantage.
Cool. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a 17.
Great. And I think someone's watching a show or something.
Yeah, my son is. Hold on.
Perfect. All right. So with 17, you'll notice that where the cable's supposed to end, underneath the stairs, there seems to be a hidden door.
Ooh. Can I figure out how the door opens?
You can. So definitely with a 17, it looks like it just kind of opens. It's not necessarily latched.
Okay. But like it's secret, and so but I found it, and I can pop it open.
You can if you want to.
Can I check it for traps? Does it seem trapped?
Sure. No, it does not seem trapped. But you do notice that the wire, especially because you rolled a 17, the wire from the bell upstairs seemed to extend down to this door.
Can I go back up and look at the bell mechanism? Does it look like it'll go off if I cut the wire, or does it look like it's just connected and like someone can pull on it to make the bell ring?
It looks like if you cut it, the bell wouldn't ring.
Okay, then I'm just gonna snip the wire then, just to make sure it doesn't go off or anything.
Perfect.
Entire building collapses.
Oh no!
Hello,
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, so I'll just look at the Kenku and just be like, "Tell me something useful to save your life."
They'll say, let's see. Xanathar forever!
Cool. I'm gonna pull out an arrow and shoot down.
All right, you can hit him. I'm not even gonna make you roll.
Great. Damage.
Are you trying to kill him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man, you're terrible. I was just bluffing.
All right, no, you kill him. If you're trying to kill him, you'll kill him. They're tied up, laying on the floor.
Cool.
So yeah, just
Is this
headshot.
here?
There was no honor in that.
And the other
I
one's
don't
just
care
like,
about honor. They shot and stabbed me.
There.
all right, were you trying to kill both of them?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. All right, unless anybody you want to stop him, you're.
I'll shoot the one and I'll leave the other one for somebody else.
I'm just gonna walk away.
Yeah, I'll just be like, tell the tale of Hakoon. I'll just like let him go. I don't really care. Or can I just like knock him out?
Sure.
All right.
All right.
I'll do that.
Just non-lethal damage. Just bop him on the head. Very cool.
I gotta spread my legend.
All right, let's. Can we rest up a bit before we press on? I found this hidden door down here, but I need a moment to catch my breath. Unless someone else can heal me up.
How much damage did you take? How much damage
Arrow
did
and a
you take?
stab.
I took 12 points of damage
I thought it
total.
was 6. I thought you were okay.
No,
Yeah,
well,
I
got
can
stabbed.
heal you for 10.
Okay.
I thought you took 6. I'm sorry.
No,
Otherwise,
I took 12.
I will lay hands on you. I'll light you up all
Save
glowy,
1 point.
and you'll get 10 hit points.
I feel so much better. Thank you. Oof.
Yeah. But I can't. Yeah, I can't use it again though.
All
So
right.
can you do 1 point at a time if you wanted?
Yeah, I can do up to 10. So I can do like 6 or whatever.
Okay.
Then I'll have 4 in reserve. But yeah, if he's at 12, then
Like meta game. Sometimes like, and you don't have to do this at all, but if you like keep 1 point, it's for like reviving a downed ally.
oh yeah,
But it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I would probably offer you a goblet expecting it to be full of like a nice peppy liquid and realize that it's completely empty and dry and everything in this realm sucks. I'll put it back in my pouch.
I like it.
All right, so you guys opening the secret door?
Well, can we? Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess now I don't need to rest or anything. I'll pull out what arrows I can salvage too.
Okay.
Would that work, Justin? Where I save 1 hit point back?
I'm not exactly sure how the spell works, or how it's lay on hands.
Lay on hands. Yeah, lay on hands.
Is it something you can only do like once a
Because
day?
you have equal to your hit points. Your level times 5
How often can you use it though?
Like you get them back after a long rest.
until my hit points are used up. From what it says. You
Yeah,
can
it just takes an action to use it.
hit points or spend 5 points. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
That seems really good. That's a great idea to keep one around.
Yep.
Yeah, have at least 1 for backup, but he already
Yeah.
used them.
Yeah.
Action.
It's like metagamey, so I don't know if you guys like. I don't know.
Yeah, it says I got a healing pool equal to my level times 5, so that'd be 10. So yeah, if I heal them for 9, I get 1 point left.
I mean, yeah. Do you want to do that instead? I'd be fine with that.
No, let's do that if Justin allows.
I don't care.
It's like, yeah,
Alright.
it's like a. I mean, you still have to get to a person and like use an action, but it's like a useful. Sometimes when someone gets down, you can just be like, don't die, run away.
Yeah. The real kicker would be as if they died by 1 hit point, and you could have healed them that beforehand.
Oh no!
Oh, that would be
Jen, you take
Sizzlon arrows.
10 points of damage.
No.
How did I never see this coming?
And I would need a long rest before it's rejuvenated.
Cool.
How long have we been traveling and fighting?
It's just, like an hour.
So our disadvantage would be gone,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Alright.
sure. Yeah, your disadvantage is gone.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, oh.
We'll wait around for them to
Ale.
sober up before we press on. How about that?
All right. So you guys gonna open this door?
Yes.
All right. So you open the door. Yeah. Inside, you find essentially the stash, the real stash, for this warehouse. So you find paintings.
Money,
1, 2, 3, 4. You find paintings of the cities of Luskan, Neverwinter, Silver Moon, and Baldur's Gate, each worth 75 gold pieces each.
Ooh. Like,
Well,
what kind
yeah,
of
we'll
paintings?
bundle
Just
them
like
up.
beautiful ones, or
They're like full-size like canvas paintings. They're pretty big.
We'll bundle them up and take them with us.
Yeah.
for
Is
sure.
this
but
for art
Are
in
they
here?
like they like just for aesthetics, or they have like useful information on them?
No,
like,
they're
oh,
just
by the
paint-
way, this is
No,
they're just pretty.
seems like they're all by the same artist. Not useful. That they're not maps. They're just paintings of cities. That have kind of been labeled.
Who's holding on to those?
Someone who's strong and can carry full paintings at once.
I don't see the point in carrying anything this hideous.
Hideous. This is a work of art.
Yeah, I'll just like, can I I don't know where I would carry 4 large canvas paintings though. I guess I could if we rolled them up and I could stick it in my Odachi sheath and then just carry my sword around maybe.
I figure we would just lash the frames, sort of lay them on top of each other and then lash the frames together.
Are they framed?
You can just
They
carry
are.
it.
They're wood framed, and they're already kind of wrapped in a leather.
Okay. Well, yeah. If they're already protected, we'll tie them together and you can probably just carry them over your back.
Mhm.
So as you guys are having this conversation, you hear a low cough behind a crate inside the secret room.
I stop talking and then sneak forward to figure out what it is.
Perfect. In the corner, hiding behind a crate, you will see a young man in his 30s with blonde hair who's dressed in a blue tunic. He does have a rapier at his side. Yes, and a small dagger. And he'll just kind of be cuddled down in the corner. And as you approach, he'll say, "I didn't do it! It wasn't me!"
No, hold on, slow down. We're not here to hurt you. Are you Floon?
No, I mean, should I be?
I'll just ask him. I was like,
No,
"How do
you're
you feel
not.
about the ruling class in this city?"
The ruling class in the city.
Yes.
What about them?
What is your opinion?
I mean, they're fine, I suppose.
Do I believe him? Does he?
Yeah, you could make an insight check.
Okay.
Because I think that they said that the dude that was with Flume is kind of a self-righteous prick.
10 total.
Loyalty.
10 total. You believe him. He seems like he doesn't really have an opinion one way or the other.
Okay. Never mind.
Okay, if you're not Floon, then who are you?
And that depends on how you are.
Well, we've been hired to track down Floon, so if you can help us find him, then you will be an asset to us. If you can't, then
Well, it seems like lots of people are looking for Floon lately. I mean, we were just drinking this evening, and some people grabbed us. I don't really know why.
Why are you down here armed? If you were grabbed.
I'm always armed.
but
Why?
the birds, they didn't take your weapons.
No, I was able to sneak in afterwards, and I tried to help Floon. I really did.
Insight check that guy now.
Sure, go for it.
Can I help him with that?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, sure. You guys,
Somehow. Still only a 12.
you believe him? He doesn't-
This man is honest.
he seems like he's guarded.
Oh wait, no, that's not true. I get +3, 15.
Okay. Again, he seems like he's trying to be as honest as possible while being guarded. I mean, he was just discovered in a closet by 4 random strangers.
And he's just huddling in here, like he wasn't tied up or anything.
No, it looks like he was not tied up.
I'm gonna kind of push past you guys and be like, this is not the way to start a conversation. Here, friend, take a sip from this cup, and I'll gesture my goblet once more towards him, and it'll actually fill up with a little bit of liquid this time.
Oh, cool. What type of liquid is it?
It's going to be just this fizzy little water that looks like the glint of the moon reflecting off of a lake, but it's very dull and muted, and I'm very upset about it. But I try not to let it show, even though everything shows on my face. And I'm going to be casting Friends on him.
Ah, perfect. Yeah.
trick.
So he'll stand up and he'll take the drink and he'll say, thank you ever so much. I don't know how long I've been in here. I was hiding.
Oh, hiding from what, who, why, when, and how, where, forth.
Hiding from the Zentarim. I'm afraid that they think I have something that I don't.
What do they want from you? What do they think you have?
Well, I don't know if you know who I am, but my name is Rainier. Rainier Never Ember?
Near Never Ember. I can't say I know of you, though I don't know of much in this terrible, forsaken world.
Well, my father is the open lord of the city of Neverwinter.
Oh. That sounds impressive. I look around for a cue. Is that good? Is it fair?
I'm from the north.
What are you doing all the way
painting
down
of that?
Waterdeep?
Well, If you would know the history of Neverwinter and Waterdeep, you would know that my father was once Open Lord of Waterdeep, many years ago. He's managed to survive for a very long time, but eventually he was cast out of Waterdeep, which is why he went north and built Neverwinter.
Why? Why was he cast out?
The Open Lords, there was some dispute over a certain large amount of gold. They thought that he was hoarding it for himself, when in fact he was hoarding it for the city, to keep the coffers filled.
Is that true?
Yeah, you can make an insight check. But you guys cast friends on him, and...
Yeah. We do also only have a minute until he knows that I messed with his mind.
Natural 3, so I'm pretty convinced.
I feel like I do not know that the spell is going to wear off, because in the real world, when you give somebody a drink from your cup, you are friends with them forever. That doesn't work this way here, but I don't know that.
Did you hear anything of where they took Floon?
Well, the Zentamarine took Floon, I think thinking he was me. We do look awful alike.
Yes, I did mistake you for him at first.
And
You do look awful, that's true.
thank you.
It's friendly banter, don't worry.
And brought him here. And then I snuck in, and I managed to hide here. And then I heard a scuffle. It sounded like those Kenku were from the Xanathar. And I think that they may have taken Floon.
They were upstairs and we killed them.
How many were there? Did you see?
I didn't. I haven't seen anything.
You've only been listening on the other side of this door.
That's correct. I heard something about the Stone of Galore.
Stone of Galore.
I knew that I heard that it was possessed by the Xanathar Guild, and supposedly the Zent stole it. It's something to do with my father, but we haven't spoken in years. We're quite estranged.
You are quite strange.
This poor guy.
Now, Recruit, don't make fun of the humans.
So what is this Xanathar? Why does it command so much respect?
The Xanathar isn't a person, it's a group.
Oh. Well, okay.
Group of criminals.
Oh, less interesting. More interesting? I think more interesting, actually.
Well, the fact that there are criminals who operate in this city, despite all the postings saying what happens if you get caught doing anything illegal, that's pretty impressive.
Yes, the law here is quite strict. And you can see he's kind of shaking off friends at this point and kind of holding his head, and he knows that you've done something to him. I don't know if he necessarily minds.
I mean, we did help him.
Yeah.
He's no longer in danger.
Oh, just are you having a headache? Was that too much moonshade wine?
Perhaps it was quite strong. I also feel somewhat violated, but I could tell that your heart was in the right place.
Oh, I feel violated too, being in this frigid realm, so far from the gentle twilight embrace of the Feywild. I start feeling like I'm commiserating with him, but actually I'm just bringing the mood down a lot.
I'll just kind of like wrap an arm around him, just like a Kenku blood-soaked arm. There, Godchild.
Oh.
Perfect. So I'm gonna hit the fast forward button because I want to get you guys to somewhere else.
Okay.
So as you guys are talking, some guards are gonna arrive. Having heard all the ruckus, they're gonna arrive with torches. They're going to believe you, whatever you tell them. And then Rainier is going to help you guys find the sewers with the yellow marks.
Cool.
Is he coming with us?
He is not. He's not going to go down with you. He knows that the Xanathar are looking for him, and he's not going to willingly give himself to them.
So the Xanathar are looking for him, or the Zentarum? Aren't we at like a Zentarum base with the Xanathar?
Correct. So you are at the Zentarum hideout. Supposedly the Floon had been taken by the Xanathar. sorry, the Zentarum, and then the Xanathar showed up. And
Took food from them.
Took food from them, right? And that's where you guys are at.
So we don't like either group.
No.
Oh man,
They're both criminal factions.
right.
They've been at war here in the city, mostly here in the docks.
yeah, but this is the first woman I've met in the city that could beat me up.
Love is hard. What can I say?
All right.
I haven't loved anything since I came here.
No, I can tell. You've been quite morose literally the entire time you've been here.
Yeah.
You're a real downer. Okay.
I don't even know what to say to that. It's all true. It's terrible, but true.
So if you trust Rainier, he will offer to take the paintings for you back to the Yawning Portal to meet up with Volo. That we don't have to worry about lugging those around with you.
I mean,
I was overpowered by Kenku, so I feel like if he screws with us, we can
Yeah, if he messes up, we'll find him and we will dispose of him.
Perfect.
Yeah. Obviously, Jin over here doesn't have any qualms with murder.
Oh no, they attacked us first. Okay, that's self-defense, man.
we are best friends with him. We shared Moonshay one. He's incredibly trustworthy. I've just written off any hostility that he's had towards us as a hangover from me not being able to produce enough wine. Well, I've tried.
Well, you are full of
All right,
faith.
yeah. We'll trust Rainier to take the paintings back to Volo, and we'll head down into the sewers.
Great. So he'll lead you. So actually, before you even reach the sewers, he'll kind of lead you down an alleyway, and he'll kind of let you know that the sewer entrance is down that way. And you will see before you even get to the sewer entrance, which is just a manhole cover, there is a gazer, which is like a beholder, but with only 4 eyes, just kind of floating in the
Path.
floating in the alley. And I'll throw a picture up. You can sneak up on him. You can approach him and say hi.
I draw my blade. And I get ready to run down the alley unless someone stops me. I'm just saying.
I'm just gonna. I'll pull out knock an arrow and I'll wait to shoot until he gets close to it.
Oh, we're actually doing this? No one's gonna stop me from this terrible idea?
Oh, I mean,
I assume
Hakun's
like
like
to get past.
glory.
I'm taking my cues from you.
you are the carrion crawlers. I think you can destroy anything.
Oh no, I'm gonna die.
All right, so,
Fine.
so the alley's like 30 feet down one way, and then there's the manhole cover with the gazer just kind of like floating around. He will be talking to himself. Like the Kenku, gazers don't speak, so they only mimic the sentences of others that they've heard. So he'll kind of be having these odd, disjointed conversations with himself, as if there were multiple people there, but it's really just him. And then there'll be another 30 feet beyond him towards the other end of the alley. But I guess at one end, there's Hakun, and he's rushing down towards this gazer with his sword drawn.
No. Somebody try to talk to her first.
All right. And
if no one tries to talk to it, I'm gonna run at it with my sword and smack it in the face.
Shouldn't we talk to him first?
Hakun, wait. Maybe we can solve this diplomatically. Oh, he's not listening.
I'm gonna run after Hakun.
Great.
And let's just say hi to him first. Let's see what he's there for.
So we'll just let everyone roll. Just roll initiative. We'll just roll initiative and get it over.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
Jesus. 4?
I'm making a
God,
switch.
I'm gonna burn my dice.
I also rolled a 4. I rolled a natural 1 plus 3.
Oh no.
I feel like last session I rolled really badly, and this session I've been rolling really well.
The Neros rolled an 11.
Oh my god. My dog is drunk. No, she's sleeping with her face on the floor but her butt on her bed. Let me guys can see. Wait. Yeah, there's. Yeah. Drunk doggy. Alright, I didn't roll yet. Sorry, I was switching because it's late. My lady is gonna go to bed. I got a 3.
Oh god.
Perfect. Well, fortunately, the gazer didn't do much better. So Landros, if you'd like, you get to go first.
Okay.
You're like 30 feet down an alley. There is a corner, so you could duck behind it. You don't necessarily have to have your head popping out or anything.
Does it definitely have ill intent in its eyes? or-
Well, your friend just ran down the alley with the intent to kill it. So at this point, it doesn't really seem to notice, but there's nothing preventing it from noticing.
You don't know that I want to kill it. You just know that because in game it was basically like we saw a thing, and it was between me and my path, and it looked glorious.
Okay. Well, I will ready an action to see what the gazer does.
Okay, what's the action you're readying?
I'll be getting ready to cast probably Ray of Frost on it.
Okay, Ray of Frost if the gazer attacks?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I start summoning the snow around me, and only a couple of drops kind of bend in my direction.
All right. So perfect. As you do that, sure enough, the gazer's going to go ahead and turn. It's going to see Hakoon walking towards it. And it's going to go ahead and have you make... So it's got these four...
Friendly conversation.
Nope. It's going to go ahead and have you make a DC Wisdom save. So it's got these 4 eyeball tentacles, and it's got this big main eye. And then one of the tentacles is going to kind of look in your direction, independent of the others. And it will sort of swirl. Sort of the swirling color will kind of appear in the eyeball orbit. And again, you need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
I got a nat 20, which is great because I have a -1 to my Wisdom. So.
Oh, not you, Hakoon. Sorry.
Oh, Hakoon, shit. Sorry.
Can I take his role?
Yeah.
No.
This is not
Oh, natural 18 plus 1 is 19.
All right, fine. So you completely ignore whatever effect this eyeball is trying to make at you.
I just continue my speech.
Yeah, and Lantros, you can go ahead and make that attack if you want. Or is it a dex save?
It would actually be an attack.
Okay.
So, can I save my 20?
Sure.
No. The Ray of Frost.
All right.
That's okay.
No, it's fine.
Reroll.
Go for it. I don't care.
Okay, sweet. So I do actually summon more ice and snow around me than I thought. This creature doesn't look friendly at all. From your goblet. I yell at him, and realizing that that's probably not going to work, I see that he has no goblet on him. I lance out this Ray of Frost. So do D8. Do I get to add my casting modifier to damage rolls?
Definitely.
Mm-mm.
Spells?
Not for cantrips. No, it's just the
Oh.
damage of the spell.
Okay, cool. So yeah, it will just do 4 damage to the.
Well, if you crit, you do get the 2 dice though.
That's true. Oh
Is
shit.
it, so, Justin, is it double, like roll the normal dice, then double them? Or do you roll, like, for me, I roll 2d6. Do I just roll 46? Or do I roll 2d6 times 2?
So it's double. It says double dice. I like to roll as many dice as possible personally.
Okay.
Um,
I have to roll out of sixes. So what I want, Justin, is a weapon later that lets me roll this.
Not many d6s.
Yes,
All right.
Got the Warhammer dice, huh?
If you go
I
rogue,
do,
you
yeah.
roll that many d6.
So yeah, my second D8 was just a 1. So I do 5 points of cold damage, and the evoker has -10 feet of speed until the start of my next turn.
Okay, cool. So you hit it, and this Ray of Frost kind of hits this floating eyeball, and it it'll say probably a phrase it's heard 1,000 times in Waterdeep, which is, "Oh, it's a cold day." And then, cool. So that was the gazer. That was you. All right, Zoltan and Jin, you guys have the same initiative, so whatever you want.
I'm a shoot it.
All right.
Like I do. Hakoon's next to it now, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. So I'm going to fire my bow.
Well, it hasn't been his turn yet. He kind of started down the alleyway. So he hasn't actually gotten anywhere yet.
Oh, he hasn't gotten anywhere yet. Could I bonus action hide first then?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna bonus action hide first. So that's a 17.
That's awesome.
Cool. So if it doesn't notice me, then I get advantage on the
Go
attack
for
roll.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So the first one was a 15. I'll take that 15. Plus 5 is 20 to hit.
That hits.
And sweet. That's gonna be nice. 10 plus 3, 13 piercing damage for a longbow arrow.
Jeez Louise, I told you were unstoppable. You're out of control. So out of nowhere, it doesn't even see it coming. This arrow flies and just goes right through the big eye of the gazer, and it just falls dead in a heap of slime and slush. Just...
Wait, for real?
Yep.
Wow.
Oh. So I'm just like, ah! God damn it.
I get even more morose as I realize I was not instrumental in that kill. You could take or leave from the frost.
I am so sorry, Hakoon. I will let you hit it before I shoot it next time. How does that sound?
I just poke it with my sword. Gazer eyes. As a outlander, I think didn't I take poison sacks before?
Yeah, you did.
Are gazer eyes a thing that are useful in the world?
You could harvest them if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Go ahead and make
I'll help him since my arrow's stuck in it anyway.
What did we have you make last time? Was it nature?
I think I can't remember if it was nature or survival.
Go ahead
I
and...
think it was survival.
All right. Everyone's saying survival. Go ahead and make a survival check.
With advantage, because I'm helping you.
I got 21.
That'll work. So you harvest these perfect pristine, with the exception of the giant eye, which has a giant arrow in it. It's pretty much just squashed. You could harvest 4 tiny gazer eyes.
I gotta figure out what to do because for whatever reason.
Ew, what do you do with those, Hakoon? They don't look delicious at all.
You'd be surprised.
You eat eyeballs? That's weird.
Oh, who did
You're
we give
right.
it
And I just whip out like one of the scarecrow arms and start chewing on it a little bit
Where did we meet this guy?
in a bar.
The yawning mortal. Oh,
Yeah,
that
that's where we
explains
found him.
everything.
All right, well, let's go down into the sewers then.
So the sewers will have sort of the yellow markings.
We'll push the body down with us just so it's not like laying there. Like
Sure.
Kick it.
So there's no natural light in the sewers, so it is complete darkness.
I
do
do
we
have
all see, or
torch.
should we use some light?
Oh, we got dark vision.
Yeah,
All of us.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we do all have dark vision, so we should all be able
Except
to
for-
navigate. Okay.
Linares, right?
No,
Lineros?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arvin should have them. Should have dark vision.
Yeah, he's out. That's right. He's out. So he should be.
I do have dark vision. Sorry.
So you guys plop down onto this circular. Ooh, I don't know. It's like a circular piece of cement, I guess. It's about 5 feet across. All around it, though, is water. That's kind of where the ladder leads you. You just kind of hear the slow trickling of water. 5 feet in any direction are just kind of walls. If you guys want, you can make perception checks.
yes.
Yeah. And you can do it with advantage, or you guys can do it separately.
I'll do it with advantage. I have a really good perception bonus. Didn't roll that well though. I rolled a natural 1 and a 6, so 12 total.
Perfect. So yeah, you see that you're outside of this circular thing of cement you guys are standing on. There's just flowing water everywhere. And then just kind of sewer walls. It smells horrid. There's a passage leading sort of away from you to the west. There's a passage leading to the north, and then there's a passage leading to the south.
Do any of them seem marked by a yellow sign of sorts?
Not at this point, no.
Can we look for signs of any recent foot traffic? It sounds like the scuffle and the taking of Floon happened pretty recently. So
It did, yeah. It happened very recently. You guys are kind of...
Investigation.
You could do a survival check.
Oh, I can do that.
You're going to have to roll
Yeah, I'll
really
do it.
well, because essentially just running water is going to be your walkways.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it. Here we go. I rolled a 2.
I rolled an 11 total.
All right. So again, there's just water is essentially your sidewalk at this point. So you just have to walk through the sewage of Waterdeep in one of these directions.
You
Guys,
said it was north, south, and west.
North, south, and west.
How about we try the western path? If that doesn't lead us anywhere, we can come back and choose a new one.
Yes, we have a saying in the Feywild, though I disagree with it, that west is best. So,
I've always heard to split the party. Say we could try one of everything.
We could go down each one for like 20 feet and see if we see any yellow markings. And if not, we come back and then pick away.
that is a solid idea, short one.
Cool.
All right. let's do that.
I'll take north.
Split the party.
All
Only
right.
20 feet down. Only 20 feet.
All right. So
120 feet. Got it.
Sultan goes 20 feet north. Where is everyone else going?
I will go 30 feet to the west,
Okay.
sneaking as I go.
Okay.
I will just walk
Ooh,
down the.
I
east
rolled
side.
a 26 on my stealth.
That's awesome.
Holy shit. What's your plus? Is that a natural 20 or?
Plus 7. I rolled a natural 19.
My God, you're a freak.
Yeah.
I'll go south since I hear it is terrible down there.
And I'm just gonna walk south and not stop.
All right.
Oh, I'll go east then. They say west is best, but
So east is a wall. There's nowhere to go.
Come with me. You can come west with me.
west is not best. And I'll trudge after you.
All right. So let's start with Zoltan. Go ahead and make a perception check for me as you're kind of like looking along the walls and looking at things.
12?
Okay. 12. It just looks like a sewer. Looks like you're in the sewer. It's dark. Can't see a whole lot. Let's do the two of you, Jin and Lanharos.
You want to help me look around?
Nah, might as well.
All right.
Is there, and we are not rolling with advantage now.
So you could either roll separately, where each of you roll, or you could give advantage to one. It's up to you.
Okay, I'll help you out.
Yeah.
Just look
Okay.
at them.
Yeah. I've again good perception bonus. I've just rolled shitty recently. Also not great. That's another 12. That's a 5 and a 6.
So if you you're very, very quiet, but you go 30 feet and it just looks like sewer. You can't really see a whole lot.
I don't see much of a difference between this area and where we just were above ground.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think this is the right way. Let's go back.
So Hakun, go ahead and make a perception roll for me.
That's I got a 10 plus, like 2 or something. 3, 13.
Hey, that's really good.
We're really perceptive.
But
here.
I'm willing to walk like 100 feet,
All right, you're gonna walk really, really far.
and I'll turn around. But just I want to give it like, do I find anything? No. Do I find anything now? No.
So as you approach, you actually don't have to go that far. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 20 feet. You do see what looks like a small door, probably big enough for a dwarf. It's all wood, and it's sort of just been inlaid into the stonework of the sewer.
Okay. So I start to draw my blade and like run at the door, and then I remember like, Hakun, come on. I turn around, and I go to get my friends first.
All right. So are the rest of
But it's
you
close.
going back to like this circular platform that was your starting point? Was that the plan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you guys see Hakun. He'll approach from the south.
I didn't see anything.
I also did not see anything.
I found a door. It was
Door's
not yellow.
good. Let's go to the door.
Yeah, might as well.
So as you guys go down, again, you see a wooden door. It doesn't look like it's looks like it's almost propped up against the sewer wall.
I'll go up and knock.
You knock and it actually shifts a little bit. It's like it was just placed there.
Oh, it's just like a door. Like it doesn't actually go anywhere. It's just like a piece of a door.
Well, no, it goes somewhere. It opens.
Okay.
But you just
I'll
get like
open it.
you just get like this hollow sound. Great.
Yeah.
So you remove this piece of plywood essentially, and you just see a small chamber. It's only about 5 feet, and then there's another door. This one's like a real door. It's closed. Again, there's no light in any of this.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Yeah. If I look around, do I see anything dangerous about this just small room?
You can make a perception check.
I will do that. That's better. That's a 20 total.
So on the northern wall, there is a very small slit. Looks like an arrow slit in the wall.
Wait! Don't go into the room. Do you all see that? And I pointed out to everybody.
Oh. Looks like a hole in the wall.
I don't know how it activates. Can I look around for some sort of trigger? Like, is there a tripwire or a pressure plate? Or
Yeah, you can go ahead and make let's do an investigation check for that one.
Investigation. Oh, that's good. That's gonna be 6.
6. You do not see anything that seems like it would trigger anything.
I don't know how it works, but I know that it's a trap.
How thin is the door? Like, how well is it connected to the wall?
So the initial secret door, in quotes, that you guys entered through was just laying there. But the other door looks like it's affixed to the wall.
Can I just take the secret door off and just, like, put it in front of the arrow slit?
You can do that if you want. Go ahead and make it's going to be a very low strength athletics check.
Athletics check. How low?
You rolled a 9?
I rolled a 4 plus 5 is a 9.
Oh, yeah. No, you take it off.
Okay, cool. So I was almost a hobgoblin, and hobgoblins, in an effort to not be embarrassed, they get +1 to ability checks for every friend
phase.
around.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that doesn't really help right now.
That's cool.
Why do you cover the hole of glory?
Because that hole of glory wants to shoot you in the face.
I actually think you should stick your penis in the hole of glory.
That's what I thought. I thought that's what you were searching for this whole time.
Yeah.
That your quest could be laid to rest and we could go back and drink with that crazy old man.
Well, we do need to find his friend first, remember?
Yeah, we found someone who looks like him.
That's
I think he's going to know
same.
the difference between
Fooled Vizentarum, so it'd probably fool Volo.
This whole realm is so strange.
So you're going to enter the room with the door. That's the plan?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So as you enter, a little arrow is going to stick out. It looks like it's attached to a bow, and someone's going to fire at you.
Someone's gonna fire at me?
Someone's going to fire at you. Yep. Someone very small.
Oh, what a dick.
They're going to roll a 16 to hit.
Do I get any bonus because I have a door in front of me?
Yeah, like, does he get, like, bonus?
Yeah. You
Door?
can add 2 to your AC if you want.
Then it doesn't hit.
Okay.
That was worth it.
So this little arrow comes out and it hits this giant door that you're just walking into the room with. And yeah, go ahead and roll initiative.
I'm fighting a glory hole?
Yeah.
This is your problem.
Oh, this natural 1 is gonna do real well for me.
I got a 7.
Okay.
13.
2.
Is that everyone?
Yep,
I got a natural 1, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
So 1, 2, 7, and
Hey,
13.
That's something.
You're stellar.
All right.
We did all right.
Nice.
So it's going to be Jin, the attackers, Lanhara, Sultan, and Hakun. Alright.
It's cool, guys. I got my door.
So Jin, your friend just walked into this very small space with a giant door. He's essentially taking up the whole space. It's not very big. It's only about 5 feet. And an arrow just shot out of the arrow slit and hit the door.
Did I Did I see who shot the arrow?
You don't. It's very, very small. I mean, I guess you could make a perception check if you wanted.
Yes, I would like to do
Just
that.
focusing on the little slit.
Ooh, that's good. That's a 21.
Oh, great. So you see these little goblin eyes staring out, just like one little goblin pupil. He's got a bow drawn and he's kind of reloading.
I'm going to try to...
He's 75% cover.
Yeah, I'm like, he's mostly covered. I'm probably not going to be able to hit him. I'm going to run across to the other door and see if I can open it.
Great. So you go over to that other door. Let's see if it's locked. Let's see. It is locked. No, it's not. Hold on. Back door.
What is this door?
This is a long encounter.
Yeah, I think it's open. I think.
Okay, cool. I will push it open.
All right, you push it open. So you push it open, and you see a descending staircase. To your left, there's another door, and there's essentially just a bare room, but there's a giant eye painted on the floor.
Ooh. And there are no goblins?
There's no goblins in this room, but again, there's a door to your left, and that would be adjacent to the, sort of the closet hallway that you guys have entered through.
Okay. Could I go over to that door and open it?
You could, yeah, and that door will also be open. So you've
Okay.
only used, well, you've used your 2 actions now to open doors, and you've used like 15 feet of movement to move through the hallway.
Cool. Can I peer down through this other doorway and see if I can figure out where that goblin is?
Yeah, so your best guess is that he's in this other room, again, off to your left.
Okay. Can I bonus action hide? And
Sure.
and then I will ready a dagger.
Yes, that's fine.
Cool. I will hide for a total of 21.
That's more than enough. Especially since
Where'd I go? I don't know.
especially since his attention is on Hakun right now. So this time he's gonna go ahead and roll
Holding a
an
fucking door.
18, yeah, an 18 to hit, and you have a +2 right now to your AC.
That hits.
It hits. All right, so he's
That
able
is
to.
my special AC.
Cool. So he's able to adjust for the door. He's gonna go ahead and deal 5 piercing damage to your thigh.
Oh, thank God it missed my knee.
Almost an arrow to the knee. Almost.
You have to retire.
I would have.
You have to turn into a city guard. It's all over, man.
I know, man. Now I could use 10 points of HP.
All right, and then it's Lanros.
All right. Yeah, I see this creature firing at us, and I just, well, you fire at me, well, I'll fire at you, and I start summoning this giant arcing flame in my hands, and just this tiny little firebolt comes flying out of my fingertip. It's just so disappointing every time. Let's see how I do the.
I really hope we end up in the Feywild for a minute. We just see like a great, like he just gained 10 levels for like that area, and we're all like, "What the fuck?"
This
Oh, snap.
this the whole time. I know. No, everything's so much cooler in the Feywild, guys. But I got a 20, not natural to hit.
Oh yeah, definitely hits.
Yeah, so the firebolt goes flying through, and I do 7 points of damage.
All right, that's enough. So you shoot. So it's a very small arrow slit, but you just get it through, and then you hear this horrible scream as this goblin just ignites on fire.
Ooh.
And I guess Jin from the doorway, you see him kind of fall backwards, and he just smolders.
I go over and stab the body, make sure he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, okay.
There's only one.
Does he have anything on him? Useful. Like arrows
He had his,
and a bow.
his short bow, and he had 10 arrows.
I will take all of it.
All right.
And I'll just rip the arrow out of my thigh and hand it to Jin.
I will take it. There are 11 arrows.
It's a little blunted, but otherwise it's fine.
Cool.
Got good blood on there.
And there's nothing else in this small room with the goblin?
No, it just looked like he was kind of posted up here, so maybe there's like a table and a stool.
Okay. Alright, well, through that other door that I opened, there is, looks like another room down the stairs. I didn't really see it go anywhere, but there's a giant eye drawn on the floor, so I think this is the right way.
We ride.
So let's go down the stairs.
Great. So you go down the stairs and you enter a large square chamber. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 20 by 20. Again, there's just a giant eye. To the north, there is a single door. To the east, there's a single door. And then to the west, there's a big set of heavy double doors.
Oh, well,
Double
except
doors.
double doors, obviously.
Can I listen at each of the doors?
Sure. You can make perception checks at doors.
Cool. First door, we'll say it's the east door. That's 19.
Nothing. Silence.
Cool. For the north door. Oh, that's really good. That's a 24.
24. It is dead silent, but you do hear just distant voices. Actually, you hear muffled screams coming from beyond the double doors.
Beyond the double doors. Okay.
Do this.
All right. I think I hear screaming down this way through these big doors here. I'm just gonna scan the doors, make sure they're not trapped or anything.
Yeah, you could go ahead and make a, what was it, investigation check?
Sure. 5.
I'm going to kick those double doors as hard as I can.
Sure.
Nice.
They are unlocked, so you kick them, and they swing open. And you see a large, long corridor. There is, to your right, a raised platform. On the platform is a mind flayer who's petting an
What?
intellect devourer.
Oh, fuck no.
So
Oh.
You're dead.
What?
Yeah.
We're level 2.
So an intellect
I'm level
devourer
1.
is like a brain with legs, and the mind flayer obviously has all its tentacles, elaborately dressed. Also up on the platform, you see a half-orc mage with a flaming fist, and he's torturing a poor young man in his 30s who's handsome with blonde hair and seems very confused about what's going on, who's kind of huddled up in a corner wearing manticles. And they all turn as these two big heavy doors explode.
I turn and run away as fast as I immediately regret my decision and I charge.
Okay. All right. So I guess we're engaging. Everyone, roll initiative again.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so if I like recall correctly, the intellect devour alone, or like, might be enough to like pose a threat to our party.
We'll see how we do.
Yeah.
Right,
Well,
I
we're
got a
still gonna die right now.
15. I'm definitely dead, but it's cool. I actually have a quote I'm gonna say right before I die, so
You
got
planned
it planned out.
I gotta roll initiatives for all these things.
All these things.
All these things.
I'm pretty sure any of these things alone could kill us.
So you have an orc wizard.
The mind flayer, the intellect devourer, the man chained in the corner. They could all kill us.
Mind
You know, can I use my Tides of Chaos ability on this initiative roll?
What's Tides of Chaos?
It lets me roll with advantage. I already rolled, and I rolled really poorly.
Sure. Why not?
Oh.
It's chaotic. Go for it.
It's crazy. Oh, that's much better. Thank you. So I got an 18.
That's awesome. Hold on. I'm still rolling for these guys.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Take your time.
All right. So who had, let's see, anyone greater than 20 on their initiatives?
No.
No. All right. 15 to 18.
15.
Was that Hakun had a 15 or Jin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And anyone else?
Romero
Right, 14.
14. All right. Anyone lower than 14? Lanhorse, what'd you roll?
I got a 18.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Sorry.
And Zoltan?
I had a 19.
Oh, jeez.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit. Okay, so you all...
Zoltan, if you want to take the lead, I'm gonna be upset.
I will.
Fortunately, all of your villains rolled very, very poorly.
What?
Unfortunately?
Yes. All right. Cool. So you'll all get to go before them. So Zoltan, your half-orc friend just busted through some double doors, about 15 to 20 feet away, up on top of a pedestal. You have a mind flayer, a half-orc wizard, and this little brain with legs. But it is a very long corridor. The whole chamber in total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 50 feet. And then on the far side of where you guys are entering, you'll see two essentially prison cells. But they appear empty at the present moment.
But they aren't 50 feet away from us, right?
No.
The people are close to
No,
me.
the corridor itself is very long. You guys are coming on like right in the middle of the actual corridor. So again, you're about 15 to 20 feet away from sort of the platform that they're standing up on.
You can get up there pretty easily. It's stairs, right? Or something?
That's just stairs, yep.
Okay. So I'm going to run in and just charge at the wizard
Okay,
and try to hit him with my battle axe.
go for it.
Put the shield in front of me. Let's see. And I've got a 14.
All right, 14 hits. This poor little wizard. He's not very poor. Don't feel bad.
All right. So I'm going to do my regular battle axe first.
Quite rich, actually.
8 points of damage, and then I'm going to add another divine smite. 8 plus 6, 14 damage.
All right.
Um,
So you just come barreling into this chamber. They seem completely confused. They aren't expecting you at all. And the orc's he's like in the middle of interrogating poor Floon. And you just come charging in, and he doesn't even have a chance to react before you just crush him into paste.
Oh! You kill him?
So he is, yeah, that was it. He's done.
He's dead?
You demolished him.
Oh, man.
You bash him against the wall. He's a wizard. He doesn't have a lot of health points.
Nicely done, sir.
But he's a half-orc. So after you bash him, he kind of just rises slowly. And he still has one. He has 1 hit point.
Oh man.
Cool. All right. Then it is Lanros. You always get to go second. What's up with that?
I don't know. Math. I'm second best in this realm. I've come to terms with it. So I'm going to kind of charge in, just following the lead of these people, and I'm going to cast Earth Trimmer. You see me start to kind of like grab a handful of some, just like the finest soil you've ever seen, and I throw it out in front of me to cause the ground to buck and weave, and I should tear this place asunder. It says just a very small little trimmer. Let's see. It says you cause a tremor in the ground within range, and my range is 10 feet.
Okay.
I don't know if it's in line towards that or if it's a 10-foot radius.
Yeah, it's like a 10-foot radius around you. All the creatures, except you have to make dex saves.
Yeah. I just wasn't sure if it's centered on me or not. I guess.
I was like, you better knock me over.
Yeah. So, I'm going to move in towards the enemies and cast this.
Great. So if you wanted to move up the stairs, you could probably target the Mind Flayer without affecting, and the Intellect Devourer without affecting the Wizard or Zoltan.
Okay.
Or
I will
Floon, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you will tremble before me as I destroy your fortress, and it's just kind of a minor wobble in the knees. They need to make a save.
Great. So the Mind Flayer has no problem. As you do this, he seems completely unaffected. But the Intellect Devourer kind of falls out of his arms and sort of wobbles on the shaking ground. And what's the effect of the spell?
So the Intellect Devourer will take 2 points of bludgeoning damage
Aw.
and go prone.
Oh, poor thing.
Also, all the ground around them is now difficult terrain.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I look very sad once again that I can't pull anything off right.
Perfect.
Oh, also, if you would like, since I cast a first level spell there, you can make me roll on the Wild Surge or Wild Magic Surge table.
Yeah, always do that.
Okay. Well, actually, I just roll a d20. If I get a 1, which I didn't get, I could roll on there.
Okay.
But that also, what's that?
I think if you use Tides of Chaos, you just roll on the table, like, and it makes something happen, and then you get your Tides of Chaos back.
So so it's always up to the GM whether or not I can roll on the Magic Surge table.
I say roll on the Magic Surge table as much as possible. I love that table.
Okay. I thought you would be into that.
Yeah.
I do get Tides of Chaos back each time I roll on that table, but I only get a roll on it if I cast a first level spell.
I think that's great.
Okay, cool. Or a first level or higher spell.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, no Tides of Chaos or no Wild Magic. Shoot.
So you have a 1 in 20 chance of getting to roll on the Wild Magic table?
Yeah.
I think that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, it's 5% of the time you cast your higher level spells,
It could trigger, and then there's a whole D100 table of like a bunch of crazy stuff. Some of it's really powerful, and some of it's just really wacky. Like I could get a beard made out of feathers, or I could turn everyone invisible.
Cool.
Or you can turn it to a potted plant.
That's true. Oh, I could change my age.
So useful.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fun stuff.
Oh yeah, you 41 through 42, you turn into a potted plant until the start of your turn. Oh yeah.
Actually, I played a sorcerer on Friday for a game with some high school students, and I had the feather beard. That one happened for me.
That's nice.
Really fun.
That's super cool. Yeah, this thing seems super fun.
Nice. Well, cool.
Cool.
That's the end of my.
Awesome. Love it. Let's see. Who's next? Hakoon! You're 20 feet away from the platform. One side of the platform where the Mind Flyer is now difficult terrain. And then the other side, you have a very, very, very injured apprentice wizard.
I just don't know if I care about the wizard. I just want to beat the crap out of this dog thing.
Okay.
Love you, Sonny.
So it is.
Brain don't die.
It is prone, and even with the difficult terrain, you'd be able to make it to it. So you have advantage on your attack against this little brain dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna murderize you with a 10 plus 5 for 15 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Damn.
Oh, sick nasty. So, I think we're all dead anyway, but I'm gonna kill this intellect hour before I die horribly. We're also fucking dead. Alright, so Spadone deals. 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 3. So I deal 11 damage.
Awesome.
But I'm gonna action surge. Oh wait, that's not true. I get to reroll. Oh. Yeah, plus 2. And an action surge. So I'm gonna attack again. So 17 to hit, or oops, that's on the floor. 16 to hit. So either way, I'm gonna nail this thing for like 21 to hit.
Go for it.
Spadone again. For 7 plus 3 is 10.
Jeez. Yeah, you just run up to this thing and just bash it a bunch of times, and it's just like it's just brains and legs all over the place. It's just disgusting.
Gross.
I don't think I'm gonna. That didn't kill it, did it?
No, it did. It's dead.
It did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Little intellect devourer's dead.
Oh. All right.
Damn.
I thought they were like higher, caliber monsters. I really thought we were fucked.
It's just it's like a tiny puppy-sized thing that's just brain with legs, and you just squashed it.
A murder.
Yep. Congratulations.
Hey, thanks, man.
Jid, what would you like to do?
I would like to. I assume I have clear line of sight on the Mind Flayer. Yeah.
You do. If you want to try.
Is Hakoon next to it?
Hakoon and Lanharos are both next to it. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Sweet. Then yeah, I'm gonna shoot at the Mind Flayer then.
All right, go for it.
Alrighty, let's see here. No, it's a 2.
No.
I'm gonna miss.
Yeah, the mind.
You accidentally miss and hit the apprentice.
Nope, they're a good 10 feet apart.
It's a really bad shot.
And then I will bonus action hide around the side of the door.
Perfect.
Side. So, and my stealth is fucking 21.
Out of control.
You're basically invisible.
No one can see me, but I can't hit anything.
I mean, honestly, I don't think that I don't even know if you're real. I think you might be a figment of my drunken imagination.
I might be. Cool. Yeah, that's my turn.
Cool. So the apprentice wizard is going to go ahead and spin around with his 1 hit point. And he's just going to point his fingers at Zoltan, and he's going to chant some words and twiddle his fingers around, and he's going to make you make a dexterity saving throw.
What I got? Be good. 3?
Not great. And then flames are going to erupt out of his fingertips. And you're going to take 12 points of fire damage.
Jesus.
Somebody should probably have killed that guy.
Yeah.
And then he's going to turn to the Mind Flayer and just say, protect yourself. I've got these whelps.
You have 1 HP, bro.
And that's going to be his action. And then the Mind Flayer gets to act.
Oh, no.
Let's see.
Mind Flayers are like a second tier villain.
Their challenge rating is a 7. You guys are fine.
These seem pretty powerful.
Oh, we're fine.
You're fine. What's that? Let's try that.
Suddenly dead. He's gonna die.
So let's see. Oh, you killed its pet. So it's not very happy with Hakoon.
That wasn't me. That was someone else.
It's gonna go ahead and roll a 16 to hit you with its tentacles.
Do I still have the door?
You don't still have the. I don't think so. Not if you're swinging your
It's
two-handed.
really a two-handed weapon, probably.
It's a 2-handed weapon door. No, the 16 hits.
All right, so you're gonna get dealt 15 psychic damage as this thing wraps its tentacles around your face.
Okay, so I'm gonna go down, but then come back up with 1.
Okay, perfect. So it'll wrap its tentacles around your face, and it'll suck all your mental energy out. You'll fall down, but then manage to keep yourself from going unconscious. And then I guess that's all the Mind Flayer's going to do.
Oh yeah, that wasn't very much.
No,
so.
that wasn't anything at all. All right. And then we're back to the top of the round. So Zoltan, you just got flamed by the wizard.
I am going to bash his face in.
All right.
19 plus 5, yeah, 24.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, he doesn't stand a chance.
I got my shield, and I'm just going to crush it on his head with both hands.
Perfect. His head collapses, and he goes down. Awesome. So, Wizard is dead. Congratulations.
And the other one's 10 feet away?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move up close to him.
Great. He's kind of like backed into a corner now. You're all sort of rushed this platform. The ground is shaky and uneven. Landros, what would you like to do?
Can I make a history check to see if I would have, basically in my time in the Feywild, have come across someone who maybe would tell me a story about things that Mind Flayers are terrified of?
Things Mind Flayers are terrified of? Sure.
Cool. That's a 16.
Great. So you probably know about the war between the Mind Flayers and the Githyanki. You know that at one point the Mind Flayers enslaved the Gith, and now the Gith essentially solely live to hunt down and kill Mind Flayers.
Yeah, so I used to actually drink with this Githyanki that got kind of stranded in the Feywild for a while. He told me all about this stuff, and so I remember his burning hatred. So I'm going to conjure up an image of him. I'm going to basically, in my mind, think that I'm going to bring him to me. Like, I'll tell him, like, I'm going to offer you up this Mind Flayer, and I'll probably yell that out. My hands will swirl around, and this minor illusion will appear in front of me of an incredibly pissed off Githyanki warrior, like armed to the teeth, as ferocious as I can possibly imagine making it.
Okay.
So yeah, that will it'll kind of like almost like pop out of the shadows in front of the mind flare to try and distract it. Although it is just a minor illusion, which is a cantrip.
Okay.
So yeah. But I thought I was pulling him out here.
Perfect. All right, so this is a very tight space now. You've got illusions, you've got uneven terrain, you've got pretty much everyone rushing this thing. It's very busy. Akun, what would you like to do?
Not die. So I imagine like I just like go down and then I like Nosferatu my way back up to like my feet. And we don't have any healers, right?
We have 1 point of healing with Zoltan.
One point, that's it.
So we'll save it till you go down again.
All right, so I'll save my sweet, sweet quotes. And it's gonna hit him again. Oh, it's a 3.
No,
Plus 5 is 8.
plus 5 is 8. That does not hit this mind flare, who's momentarily distracted, but not enough so that you were able to hit him.
Then I will whimper. I don't know.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Jin,
I think that's it. That's all I got.
I'm going to peek around the corner with my longbow and shoot it.
go for it.
Am I hidden from it?
You are.
Cool. So I get advantage on the attack.
Yep.
Great. That's pretty good. That's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Sweet. And I get that sweet, sweet sneak attack damage. That's 8 plus 3, 11 piercing.
So it goes flying through the air, and it like sticks in his shoulder, and you can see he jolts backwards a little bit, and then his large squid octopus eyes just narrow.
And I hide back around behind the door like I didn't do anything. with a 21 stealth.
Yeah, you did great.
She's invisible.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You were out of control.
I don't know where these arrows are coming from.
He's just a shadow that arrows pop out of.
I hang around and then all of a sudden arrows start flying. I don't know what happens.
Justin, I have this inspiration that's still just chilling
Oh
here.
yeah.
Can I just burn that, try to hit roll again and not roll a 3?
You can if you survive till your next turn.
Oh god, okay. Right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
So since you guys have all backed this thing into a quarter, it's going to go ahead and mind blast you
I'm dead.
in a 60-foot cone that extends outwards. So the 3 of you that have essentially rushed it are all going to need to make intelligence saving throws.
I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos.
I'm behind the door.
Okay.
5. I may be dead.
Ooh, 16.
Oh, I rolled another 3. Can I use my inspiration on this instead?
Sure.
Okay, so that's not a 3, not a 3. I got a 9 instead.
All right. So if you rolled less than a 15,
Okay, I wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Oh no.
who has the lowest hit points? Lanhurst,
I have 1.
what's your max?
Oh, 22.
Okay, Landhurst, what's your max?
My maximum HP is 9.
Okay. So everyone's gonna take 9 points of psychic damage.
So you don't insta kill the entire party.
Wait, if I succeeded on my roll, do I still take 9?
Oh no! You'll take nothing. You're good.
Wait, what is it? So it's usually if I take my whole, is it half of my total?
For what?
Insta kill?
Oh,
Insta kill is enough damage to do your maximum HP.
twice. Yeah. So like you go down plus your max.
Oh, I'm safe.
Yeah, you're not insta dead yet.
Zoltan, are you still standing?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm done.
All right.
Oh, my friends have fallen. Oh no!
And we're also low level that we don't have health potions, right?
Nope. You guys haven't. Nope. No
So
health
we're
potions.
There's 0 hope for me. All right, I'm done.
You'll be okay.
You'll be okay.
You'll be okay. Don't worry.
As you bleed out from a mind blast.
Right, so I'm just gonna pretend I'm in a coma, but while in the coma, I start muttering, and I just say all my cool quotes.
I won't let you die. It's okay. All right.
Zero inspiration, though.
But Zoltan, go ahead and make a death saving throw, I guess.
No! Come on. 3.
3.
Ah.
All right, not great. Landros, you're standing there. Your friends have just gone down. You managed to fend off a psychic blast from a mind flayer.
But look at this terrifying Githyanki here. I kind of gesture towards it. I feel like I'm definitely in over my head. I'll kind of half-heartedly gesture my goblet towards it.
Okay.
Would you care to drink in friendship, terrifying creature?
In your mind. So this thing doesn't speak. It just directly connects to your mental capacities, and it'll just say, Xanathar will show you no mercy.
I'll take that as a no, and I will bonus action to can't take a 5-foot step with that. Like
Sure.
disengage.
Yeah, you could.
And then I will.
You didn't really do anything. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Then I will flee.
I mean, we don't know each other that well.
So your
Yeah.
so your action is to disengage, and then you flee. Okay, and you could actually make it back out through the double doors if you want to.
Okay. I will definitely do that.
All right, Hakoon, death saving throw.
8.
Awesome.
Guys,
Jin!
don't die.
What would you like to do?
I want to shoot it again because I'm hidden from it.
All right, go for it.
Cool. Advantage on the attack because I'm very sneaky. Oh, that's good. That's an 18 plus 5, 23 a hit.
23
Nice.
hit. Yep, you know you hit it.
Alrighty, and this is gonna be. Oh God, that's 2 2s. 7 points of piercing damage.
All right.
Do you get a sneak attack anytime that you have advantage against a creature?
Yeah, anytime I have advantage, or if one of my allies is within 5 feet melee.
I just fled from 5 feet of melee.
I know, but I was hidden, so I still got advantage.
So that 7 points of damage with your sneak attack?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 on the sneak attack die and a 2 on my D8 for my longbow, and then plus 3 for my modifier, so 7.
So this one
Sorry,
just
I'm rubbing.
lightly grazes this mind flayer. It kind of like cuts through this clothing a little bit.
Bonus action hide! Oh, it's not as good. That's a 15.
A 15. You'll hear it say, kind of again in your mind, it'll be like, "Hide all you want. No one hides from the Xanathar."
But I can hide from you.
And then on its turn, it's actually going to plane shift. So it's just going to say, "Take the mortal if you wish. We have no need for him. The Xanathar will take over the Zentarine and own all of Waterdeep." And then it'll just kind of disappear.
Damn.
This thing has plane shift,
It does.
and I tried to kill it with my level 2 attack.
We all did.
I'm not even a battle master yet, man. I'm just like a normal fighter.
I know, none of us are specialized yet.
Yeah.
But we
My
picked the fight with the mind flayer. I'm gonna run over and see if I can stop my friends from bleeding out.
Yeah, that's what, medicine check?
I'm just
Okay.
bleeding out of my nose and ears though, because I got mind blasted.
Right. So I'm like, this looks fucking bad.
Flood will say, release me, I'm a healer, I can help them.
Oh, okay, yes. Please save my friends, and I will go over and unlock the shackles that he is currently in. Does a 15 with my thieves' tools do
15
it?
breaks through, sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. I free my friend.
Yes.
Or I free this guy who we have been hired to find.
So, for some reason you don't quite understand, Flood will have some kind of lay on hands ability that'll allow each of you that are unconscious to recover 1 hit point. Says, I only know a
saw
little bit
one.
of magic.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. That's a really useful skill for this exact scenario. I can heal nosebleeds and bring people back from the brink of death.
Perfect. So it's 9:30. You guys have successfully saved Flood. We're gonna hit the fast forward button. You're gonna go back to Volo. Will is going to be eternally grateful. And he actually doesn't have any more gold, but he does have the deed to an old tavern in Waterdeep that you guys now own.
Yeah.
Oh, dope. We have a tavern.
You all own a tavern.
Next level, I become a mason and I can do repairs.
So yeah, it's run down, but it doesn't have holes in the roofs like the abandoned house you guys are sleeping in. You essentially own it. It's called Troll Skull Tavern, I think.
Troll Skull Manor?
Troll Skull Manor, yeah,
We're
yeah,
gonna-
something like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna crowdsource a new name for that.
So
We'll come up with a different name.
I'll send you guys blueprints, and I'll send you guys other things that you can do throughout the week. So feel free to do that to kind of level the place up. But good job saving Floon. He's very grateful. And you all
We
also
almost died for him.
you all go up to level 3.
Hooray!
I'm a mason now.
Even me, since I missed the first session? Or
Yes,
should I go
even
up to
you.
2?
At this point, it's a milestone thing. So at this point, you are all level 3.
Dope.
Damn,
Now I
sick.
can climb things.
So, has Vermeer sold our paintings?
Yeah, and if you guys want to sell your paintings, those are again 75 gold apiece.
Well, hang on. If we have a tavern now, we might want to hang on to this painting. There's some like nice artwork to put it up in the place.
You could do
Maybe
with your
but the
painting
other
whatever you
thing
want.
Is,
We
the
could
other thing is
really-
we need startup cash
Yeah.
because we have a rundown piece of crap tavern.
I say we sell them and then use that money to fix up the tavern.
Oh, well, can we at least keep one? what were the 4 cities again?
Let me look them up. That's a good question. I knew one was Neverwinter. None of them were Waterdeep.
None of them are Waterdeep. Yeah, they were all other
Like
cities.
Kravosk, and I think Baldur's Gate, maybe?
Ba-
But
That's
am I
like the obscure one that no one's ever heard of.
Yeah, so Luskin,
Bluskin?
Neverwinter, Silvery Moon, and Baldur's Gate.
Well, I want Silvery Moon.
I don't know anything about
Yeah,
Silvery
I
Moon.
agree.
I don't know anything about it either, but
That's
the
fine.
name of the city just sounds like it would appeal to Jin, and he'd be like, "This is the one I want to keep."
We could be the Silvery Moon Tavern, unless we want to call it something weirder.
It's close
Oh.
to Mythical Hall, so
That is a great name, since silvery moon liquor is a drink of friends.
I like this. Let's do that. We'll keep this painting, sell the others. We'll have some startup cash.
Huzzah.
Perfect. Sounds like a plan.
I'm gonna learn a thing or two about masonry and make this place badass.
Yeah.
I'm super stoked for this.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
there's whole rules now for owning and operating a business that you guys can get into as much as you want. I don't think we're gonna do any of it live on camera because that sounds really boring. But I will upload those rules for you, and if you guys want to participate, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah.
All over it.
Cool.
Super cool.
All
I
right.
liked it.
thank you.
Sweet. Yeah,
everyone.
Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, no
Thank you,
problem.
everybody.
Thank you for letting me hit the fast forward button so that we can just kind of
Yeah.
get through the campaign.
Thank you for not murdering our party with a mind flare.
Yeah, I went down twice that fight.
You did.
It's pretty intense.
But like that's a story to tell now, Hakoon. You've definitely got some clout. You went toe to toe with the mind flayer and lived. That is something.
I was a child slave who led a slave revolt, but my story to tell is I got mind fucked. I was like I left to find glory after like peaking at childhood. I saved some dung sweeps, ate a scarecrow, and got mind fucked. I'm crushing it.
That's awesome.
Dope.
That was super fun. Thank you for running
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Thank you, Roka.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. That was awesome. I like all your guys' characters.
Yeah, I like yours too. He's so morose about everything.
So gross. I like that he's such a defined character.
Yeah.
He just is now. He's gonna he might change up his season now that he's happy that we have a tavern. This is probably like his dream come true.